keeping streets and highways safe. Senator Tuberville posted on social media that there are 0 reasons for an illegal alien to be operating a commercial vehicle and turning an 80,000-pound truck into a mobile missile. Senator Britt says Aaliyah is a model for the rest of the nation in that it keeps roads and communities safe by simply enforcing the law. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Some of the greatest blessings is just having people that care about you, to have someone that's just going to love you and make you feel important. They encourage you to be in church. They encourage you to be in prayer. They encourage you to be in your Bible. Now it's a part of my day every day. My house parents planted seeds in me that you can see where those seeds have sprouted in my life and helped change my life.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
Federal prosecutors are working on legal options that will keep a man behind bars beyond his federal hold, which expires next week. Tyler McElwain is facing 10 federal counts of child exploitation. Prosecutors are now arguing that McElwain is a flight risk if he is released next week and before further charges can come against him from state prosecutors in Mobile County. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome into the program. I'm your host, Joey Clark. And what a day, what a day, what a day. If y'all are feeling lucky and want to jump over across state lines out of Sweet Home, Alabama, the Powerball jackpot continues to go up. It's nearing $1 billion yet again, as they have another drawing without any winners. You know, despite all the online, it's hard to describe what it is happening online in regards to Charlie Kirk, in particular, Candace Owens and Tim Pool really going at it. I've said for a while I don't like Candace. I haven't liked Candace since I first saw her 10 years ago. That doesn't mean like it's not the full measure of the woman, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing. But despite all the back and forth and just asking questions, you know, common sense questions, why do all these things not add up? Texas is opening a Turning Point USA chapter in every high school. So as much as some people, I think it's less than we suspect, are very caught up in the day-to-day, just like so many folks were down with Jerry Springer and so many folks were down with Morton Downey Jr., who eventually burned up his candle by burning it at both ends. It looks like Turning Point USA is continuing to push strong. And I think Erica Kirk, she said it, I believe, on Sean Hannity in a quiet way, that a lot of these internet rabbit holes are a waste of time. I think I have the actual quote here. Time is so precious. So are you going to spend that time investing in your family, investing into the eternal things, or investing into things you will have in heaven? Or are you going to waste that time getting into internet debates and going down rabbit holes? I think that's a subtle way of saying, well, what I believe, the more I watch this stuff, whatever the latest controversy is, most of this back and forth from big names, people I'd be happy to talk to and meet and get to know on a personal level. But as you watch all this back and forth, how much does it actually affect your life? Especially as we're here in the holiday season. But we can get into the details of that a little more later. Trump is already making a statement on Nvidia chips. He greenlights the Nvidia H200 AI chip sales to China, but only if the U.S. gets 25% of the cut. You got to wonder if Beijing will even go for that. Also on the geopolitical front, polling punches Trump, warns Ukraine is losing the Russia war. Calls for new elections despite wartime prohibition on it in the Ukrainian constitution. And ZELENSKY continuing to say, we will not give up any land. I'm like, well, you've lost the land. How are you going to take it back? Is the plan to just keep on fighting and dying until, what, Trump's out of office or something? What a mess. Federal judge in New York State has unsealed the Ghislaine Maxwell grand jury files. And I suspect, though, it's going to be a big nothing burger. Why? Because when it comes to the Epstein saga, in particular with Ghislaine Maxwell, much of what you might hope for, of course, they didn't traffic to anybody. They trafficked no kids to anyone. But she has also been charged with trafficking. But who did she traffic to? We don't even know. But if you want to see the full thing, after the Congress voted on it, Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, says it's a matter of national security. The agency that redacted this stuff has to unredact it. You can't let the CIA be left out in the cold. You can't let the DOJ and the duly elected Congress dictate what gets unredacted. So if she was convicted of trafficking minors, who did she traffic them to? And the problem is, even in her case that gave her that conviction she currently holds, I guess she's still hoping for a pardon or commutation from the president. All this goes back to that first case, I think in the early 2000s, where Epstein got the sweetheart deal. I believe it's Alex Acosta who was the U.S. attorney at the time. He was told Epstein was intelligence. And the guardrails they put on that prosecution of Epstein, my read on it is Epstein was a long-time intelligence asset. He got a little too big for his britches in the sense of he started indulging in his so-called license to kill or license to exploit young girls in particular. And he started to get caught and obvious about it. So in a way to sort of slap his wrist, they gave him the sweetheart deal, but they also did cleanup by giving him that sweetheart deal, by putting a massive guardrails around what could be investigated, what could actually be prosecuted, giving all sorts of sweetheart deals in terms of we won't go and do future prosecutions after this. This is what Ghislaine has been hanging her hat on and her hopes on of a pardon. So, yeah, I like seeing that a federal judge has unsealed the grand jury files. Maybe we'll find something there that helps paint more of the picture. But given the way this all started, a rotten seed has rotten fruit. And again, we're in this world of, do you really want to go down rabbit holes? Do you really want to get into internet debates, if we can even call it debate? More presumptive accusation and denials. And, I mean, does the crowd really want justice, or do they just want Barabbas? Now, in economic news, the Fed expected to cut rates again. It may signal a pause after that to follow, but if you get another rate cut, in fact, if you get somebody like Kevin Hassett at around the beginning of the year becoming the new Federal Reserve chairman, You could see even more rate cuts. I think this is what the Trump team is hoping for, to let the economy rip into the, say, first quarter, but especially the second quarter of the year. So it shuts down a lot of the affordability conversation. They need real growth and real wages for everyday working people. They need people to feel a lot of the tax relief that is coming this next year. And we need growth. We need growth like crazy. Of course, another rabbit hole to go down. A cover-up. FBI appears to have known who the J-6 pipe bomber was in 2021. Oh, no. The FBI's lying to us? Maybe. Maybe. There's a new bill that will require Trump spy agencies to declassify intel on COVID-19 origins and Chinese obstruction. Are we going to get the truth of that? Maybe. Just maybe. I have a feeling if the Chinese really knew what they're doing in terms of their obstruction, all this stuff is gone. There is no clear smoking gun, just assessments. And if you want to put trust in the CIA assessments, go ahead. This is what somebody, I think, like Tom Cotton was even saying just a couple months into the pandemic, that it was the lab leak. But in terms of the actual, like, hard truth, on all these stories, I'm just laying out, folks. I'm at the point of, well, maybe not. Some's of more interest to me on certain days than other days. But it does seem like everything's, what's the phrase these days? PSYOP. Everything's a PSYOP. Everything's somebody trying to get something over on you, not because they hate you, but because they understand if they can control your mind, that the battleground is your mind, that they can put you to sleep, that they can send you down blind alleys, down rabbit holes where there ain't no rabbits. And in a little while, we'll get into, finally, the harlot of fame around the world. This British bird who, had sex with 1,000 men in one day or something like that? That's disgusting on so many levels. Her name is Bonnie Blue. She's now facing up to 15 years in jail. She's been detained there in Bali over a quote-unquote bang bus stunt. So she was trying to do what she's been doing all over the world. Been stooping all over the place. Everything below the waist is kaput. And yet she keeps on stooping. And she tried doing her stunt in Bali, and she's been arrested. Now, will there be some extradition? I guess she's a British citizen. But, that's the funny thing. In the UK, you can't say, basic level slurs, or even say somebody's an idiot. Or I really hate the person, the animal that assaulted me. That could still get you locked up because that's hateful speech. But if, you want to take your clothes off and on camera get stooped by thousands of men, we're cool with that. We're not going to censor that. We're not going to put you in prison. We learned our lesson when we put Oscar Wilde in prison. We're not going to do that. Sex is free reign, free love. It's not demonic. It's not demonic at all. And in local news, the courts have forced the state of Alabama to have certain redrawn maps, redistricting maps. And it is interesting that the fair thing, at least in Alabama, not everywhere else, it's just a special case in Alabama, the fair thing in Alabama, the only way you can have a fair electoral map and fair districting is if you let the Democrats win a few. Handicap it for them. They can't do it on their own. They're not good enough. They're not popular enough. They can't convince people. You have to handicap it. You have to help the Democrats. That's what equity and fairness means. It's not some universal principle. It's not some neutral rule. It means, you got to help them. The team, the special master team that put together these maps that were forced down the state of Alabama's throat, they have billed the court for $240,000, $240,000, just a little over it, $240,000, $326 for the state Senate redistricting report. So this isn't even the federal districting case from a while back. This is just this recent redistricting at the state level. 240 grand for a map drawn by an 18-year-old? Who knew equity and justice could pay so much? And another story here locally in the state that has me going, really? Come on, guys, because my dad lives down in those parts. Gulf Shores kills Hangout Music Festival for 2026, working to resume it in 2027. Let me read this one. Stick to this one. Gulf Shores Mayor Robert Kraft announced there will not be a Hangout Music Festival, or as they called it last year, Sand in My Boots Festival. It will not happen in 2026, but they're already planning. It's already underway for a 2027 festival. Kraft announced, we will not have an event in 2026. We are already approving the event in 2027. We delayed too long, or they did, in their application to be able to get the kind of acts that we required them to have to be successful in 2026. We will refuse to let them go back to the acts that we've had before, and so they couldn't do it. When approving a contract extension with Hangout Music Fest LLC earlier this year, the city required the festival to obtain city council approval for future acts, so artists and genres of music. They canceled the 2026 event, but they've got time now to pursue the type of talent we want on our beaches, to invite the right audience that we want on our beaches, that we proved last time, the last event, that could happen. We're determined if it's going to happen. It's going to happen that way again. The Hangout Music Festival was held in Gulf Shores from 2015 to 2024. And to fill out that final year of an entire decade, was renamed Morgan Wallen's Sand in My Boots Festival. Because Morgan's so wholesome, right? Right? The city collected public comments leading up to the expiration of the original agreement between the city and the festival franchisee. Concerns included noise, waste, traffic, and impact on the quality of life for residents. However, much of the feedback was positive and showed an interest in continuing the festival. So because you couldn't agree on what artist you wanted to allow at the big amphitheater down there, down by the beach, you're not going to have a massive music festival for America's 250th birthday. We'll wait till next year. I can understand that some people just don't like music and don't like the crowds and don't like attracting people from all over the country, if not the world. They just rather live in their sleepy little community, and have people have every right to voice that opinion. Maybe if I lived in that sleepy little community, I'd be upset that every month, once a year, a month out of the year, maybe I'm disturbed in my peace and quiet. I can understand the perspective. But you've been doing this for a decade. A decade. And in 2026, when it's the 250th anniversary of America, you've decided, nah, we couldn't come to an agreement. We'll do it next year. What a waste of an opportunity. You could have had something big. You could have even got my butt down there. But you failed miserably. And I suspect this organization's going to go, you know what? I don't think we need to work with Gulf Shores anymore. We'll just go down the road a little bit. Seriously. What a missed opportunity to continue to bring a lot of money into that community, continue to build great memories of that area and that place in this country, in this world, for people that enjoy a good time, a fun time with music. So instead of leading into what is going to be an American summer in 2026, the next festival dates are tentatively May the 20th through the 23rd, 2027. And I have to say, reading that quote here, what's the exact quote from Robert Kraft? I don't know the man, but quote, "We delayed too long, or they did. Which is it?" Because when you use language like that, either us or them, somebody delayed. We're not exactly clear. Makes me think you didn't want this festival in the first place. That you're going to let the process be the penalty. That you're going to let the process drag this out to where you wouldn't have this. And you'll have a tentative date for the next year, 2 years from now, a little less than 2 years. And I wonder if it's ever going to come back. And no wonder this has been delayed. You had to get a council approval for any acts and genres of music. Couldn't just go with like what's popular? Because there's a lot of different types of music a lot of genres that are popular out there. Could have been a pretty swift process. So I look at this, and again, I just shake my head, and you wonder sometimes, again, people, maybe they want their sleepy little peaceful community. They don't want the riffraff. They don't want any hooligans. They don't want any of this. Again, they have every right, and I guess you guys won. So celebrate America's 250th birthday in style in your own quiet way. Because fireworks, they don't disturb the peace at all. But music and people having fun with music, that's just a bridge too far. 272-9228 if you want to get on the program. All this stuff I just ran down, we will get into more detail. Plus, we have more clips, especially from a deputy at the United States State Department. She put out a video saying that because I'm on a diplomatic passport, unless you have diplomatic immunity, how do I get that? That would be a lot of fun. Heck, that's what Bonnie Blue should have done before she went to Bali. You had to become an ambassador, a diplomat in Bali before you start trying to bang people on camera, Bonnie. You misplayed your hand. But this American diplomat is traveling to Europe. So she decided to take the opportunity to say a few things ordinary Europeans and especially Brits, the British people, can't. The censorship, the old continent, well, thank God we get to celebrate our independence from all that 250 years ago this upcoming year. And maybe as we celebrate that 250th birthday of the United States of America, we could remind ourselves that we've actually been in Europe's business too much since World War II. The Atlantis project, especially since the Cold War is now over, it's done. Because we're claiming that we're fighting for common values, for free societies, for democracies, as they are so quick to say. And yet the European Commission isn't even elected and they're running crap. That no matter who the British people elect, more people are brought into the country. And if you complain about it, they throw you in prison for saying words. For saying words. We'll get into all that. And of course, I forgot the big one yesterday. Now, it's not that big of a deal. None of this is really that big of a deal. But this one is entertaining, if that's the way you say the word. Jasmine Crockett has decided to run for United States Senate from the great state of Texas. And her announcement video is just a picture of her looking quite proud with a voiceover, a real voiceover. It's not AI generated, a real voiceover, a clip mashup of Donald Trump calling her low IQ and making fun of her. That, of course, was followed by Crockett's announcement, rally, whatever you want to call it. And some doozies came out of that. So good luck to Jasmine Crockett. It's going to be fun to watch her run for United States Senate. She's trying to make her voice bigger than ever before. And running for Senate is one way to do that. And you know what? In this day and age where you don't know what to believe and what seems to get the most attention are the loudest, most accusatory voices full of pride and all manner of sin, maybe Jasmine Crockett has a chance. We'll see what the great people of Texas have to say in the coming months. This part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health, and they're at Montgomery Men's Health. They're ready to help you out. Well, if you just don't feel like a man, if you are a man, if you're a fella and you feel tired and sluggish, never in the mood. You're seeing loss of muscle mass, unwanted weight gain. It's not like you're eating more, change your dietary habits or your activities, like maybe you work out still, but you're still seeing this problem emerge. Well, it very well could be low testosterone. So get by Montgomery Men's Health. There's no guesswork, no gimmicks there, just real science and effective treatments. And they do personalized treatment plans. The urologists and providers there will tailor solutions specifically to your body and goals. And they have, say, treatments, fixes that go beyond just low T and testosterone. They have ED treatments as well as many other options men don't even know exist. Pretty cool stuff, in fact. Consultation, including blood work, is just $99. So if you are feeling like crap and you're a fella, doesn't matter what age you are. I mean, this happens naturally as you get into middle age. But if you're a guy in your 20s or 30s and you feel awful, just physically and mentally exhausted, get by there. Again, that consultation, including blood work, is just $99 with results before you leave. And I know you guys don't like going to the doctor. Don't like, I'll put it off. Maybe I'll do it next year, new year, new me or whatever. Don't do that womanly crap. Be a man and actually get the job done. Procrastination's only going to make it worse. Call them up today at 440-3663. That's 440-3663 or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Book your appointment today.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
This is your roving reporter. Today I'm talking with a prospector. That's right, man. I'm prospecting for gold. You dig? No, but it looks like you do. And you know the first thing I'm going to do when I strike it rich? What's that? I'm going to hire David Ernest to be my money man. You mean everyone's favorite asset preservationist? That is correct, man. I'm going to call him up at 833-596-7233. 833-596-SAFE.
You know, I've heard a lot of the good things about David Ernest.
You know, he's the best money man around with over 40 years of experience.
Experience is necessary, especially when you're digging for gold.
That's right, man.
And I can see that you don't have very much experience.
What do you mean, man?
Well, you have the little plastic bucket and shovel like a kid would take to the beach.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to start out small and then kind of pace myself up until I strike it rich.
Well, maybe you should call David Ernest first.
You think he's got a shovel?
Never know till you ask.
I dig, man.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service, so that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing, so if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Let's go right to the phones and talk to TS. Hey, TS, how you doing today?
Joey?
Good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you. You are fired up, and that means we are going to have an awesome, informative show today, and I can't wait to listen to every minute. I just wanted to say, go, Joey, go.
Now, can I ask you a question? Like, you ever watch any of this online drama, any of that stuff going on between like Candace Owens and Milo Yiannopoulos and Tim Pool, and any of these names ring a bell at all?
Yes, they do, but I pretty much do it all through 1819 News.
Beautiful. Okay, good. Very good. I don't think you're missing much, because I just worry sometimes people could really care less about what their own mother or what their own kid is up to, but they're like, did you hear what Candace said? And it's like, okay.
Well, they have to be listening to a reputable news station. I shouldn't call it a station. A reputable news, help me. What do I want to call it? 1819 News. Source.
I would say trusted. Trusted's a good one.
Trust
is the currency these days. Yeah.
To get their real news and not just all that other mess that, we can name them all, Fox and who else?
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, and that's the world we live in now, and why all this is going on is nobody trusts the sort of shiny, put together corporate media. It's really lost its shine and its prestige to a degree. They still have the inside hook and the resources on some things, but because that's happened, people are just turning to anybody they try to trust. And right now, authenticity, so-called authenticity, is the coin of the realm, is what really runs things. But I think there are a lot of folks that are going to burn through their credibility the more quote unquote authentic they are. It'll be interesting to watch.
Oh, I know, but I can't wait to hear what you share today, and I appreciate your time and attention to everything we really need to know about. Thank you, Joey.
Love you, TS. Appreciate you. 272-9228. This part of the program brought to you by Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group. And there at the Goodson Group, Bo and his team are ready to help you if you're looking to buy a place or sell a place. If you're looking to buy or sell a home here in the River Region real estate market. And it's not just buying and selling here in the Montgomery and surrounding areas. The Goodson Group can also help you with management services should you want to rent out your home. Great idea in this market. So y'all check them out today. You can always learn more at thegoodsongroup.com or give them a call at 551-0225. That's 551-0225. Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group, great sponsor here of the program.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Hi there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage.
And I'm Madeline Cannon. And we have some exciting news to share with you. We've been serving the state of Alabama for many, many years. And now we are able and ready to offer the same great mortgage financing in Georgia and Florida as well.
Our company may be Alabama Home Mortgage, but now we can finance your Georgia home mortgage and your Florida home mortgage too. We couldn't be more excited to extend our customer base to our neighboring states. For years, we have had customers call us in hopes we could assist them with purchasing their vacation cabin in North Georgia or their dream home in Florida. And now we can. For those of you who have family and friends that live in Florida and Georgia, be sure to tell them the good news.
Whether you are looking to purchase or refinance a home located in Alabama, Georgia, or Florida, you owe it to yourself to give Alabama Home Mortgage a call at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com to complete an application on your time.
It's not just a slogan. Call Alabama Home Mortgage because, folks, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586-36-8, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better Business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
Get ready to fall into savings at Royal Furniture. Power reclining sofas from just $15 a month. Dining sets starting at $12 a month. And recliners from only $8 a month. Enjoy up to 60 months no interest with no down payment at the time of purchase with approved credit. And get a free queen mattress with any in-stock bedroom set priced $9.99 or more. Incredible value and service are waiting for you at Royal Furniture in Prattville, Montgomery, Auburn, and 11 other locations across Alabama and Tennessee. All credit offers subject to credit approval. See store for details.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Certainly nice to see the sunshine again. We're still on the cool side today. We've got us in the mid-50s for a high temperature, down to the mid-30s for the overnight low temperature tonight. Then a little warmer tomorrow and Thursday. We'll be in the low 60s both days. And so far, it's a dry forecast for the week ahead. Maybe another sample of some colder air by Friday night into Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Joining me now in the studio, Eddie Bader.
Hey, buddy.
I played the bells just for you.
Thank you. You play the bells, I will come and run it.
Yeah, we were talking off air about like how stupid Gulf Shores is to do this. We want full creative control over who you have for this decade-long festival we've had.
Who paid for it?
Taxpayer.
But now who wants control of it?
Right. It's just seriously, it would be a tentpole event in late May. It would kick off a huge summer, what should be a huge summer for every beach community.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some that are really sleepy and tiny for a reason, but come on. All that development down there in Gulf Shores, over all these years, you've been doing this thing for a decade, and now you're like,
brother-in-law got all the checks that he needed to get.
It's crazy.
That's what it is, dude. It's you're scratching my back, I'm scratching your
and they
back.
might have other reasons, we don't have the police force, and too many people are driving around drunk, and we don't like a certain element here.
I don't know that. That's kind of excuses.
You mean stoners?
Right.
That's what Hangout Fest screams, is a bunch of people getting high.
You call it Hangout Fest.
Right. Drinking tequila.
And let's
drinking
be honest.
Smoking
outdoor festivals. What happens at every outdoor festival? I don't care.
Smoking the ganja.
Right.
The peace pipe.
The devil's lettuce makes its way through.
Jazz cabbage. Yep. But I think they don't want jazz down there. That's what it is.
But, okay.
They were going to bring down a Thelonious Monk cover band and Bill Evans cover band, but they don't want that here on the sand.
How much... Are they worried that it's going to smell like Montgomery? It smells like weed all the time while they're down there?
I think Montgomery smells like perpetual springtime.
It smells like perpetual skunk. I see it more and more people complaining about that.
Why? What is that, by the way? Just as we do streaming consciousness. No, the culture of riding and smoking.
Oh, because you can. Because when we were young, holy crap, and some of my friends that smoked the weed, they would go find the most isolated place.
Some of your friends.
Yeah. I tried to bring them around, but anyway.
Right.
They would go to the most isolated places to smoke and then come back into town because, but these people in Montgomery, and not only Montgomery, I see it everywhere.
Oh, yeah, man.
You just do it.
Yeah, but also it's that would just make me paranoid.
For some, it does, and for a good reason.
I don't want to be driving around just smoking weed. If I'm going to smoke weed, I want to be at peace in my own home.
You'll come up on those folks on the interstate going 50. 10 and 2, and it's not an 80-year-old woman. It's a 20-something-year-old dude. He's stoned and paranoid as he can be. He's just holding on for all he can do.
And he's listening to Little River Band.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like, what are you doing, son? Oh, you watched the other guys the other day. I can see why you're doing that. You're influenced by it.
But that being said, is culture, as much as I thought culture was turning towards and openly turning towards marijuana with this new CBD deal that came through the big, beautiful bill? What
less
are we doing
to do
here?
with teetotaling and more to do with legal cannabis. that is already legal in a lot of states.
Yeah.
And we already still have the medical thing. If they could stand it up
whatever.
ever. But like the legal cannabis folks don't like this alternative CBD market, number one.
Because
the
it cuts into their market?
Yes, yes. And the alcohol folks don't like
Of course,
it.
the alcohol folks and big pharmacies.
Because
don't
I'd
like it.
imagine, say, these derivatives from the CBD, they're much less expensive than going and buying like the real thing from a dispensary.
And
say, I was in Massachusetts. We bought some. I tried some. It was great. It was legal. Now you can't use a card. You had to use cash.
Well, there's
Still,
Alabama's
but-
not like England, are they? Like if I do something somewhere else that's legal somewhere else and come back to Alabama, will I get arrested for it?
Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry, Steve Marshall. I apologize.
I just didn't know.
I didn't know.
I didn't know that. I really didn't know that's a law.
I didn't
But
know.
There was a fellow, an Englishman, came to the States for a big tour. He's some kind of influential nerd. One of the big things he did was go to this gun range in Florida. And it's a cool gun range, man. You could shoot anything you want.
Yeah.
Well, of course, he posted that online. When he got back to England,
saw
he was
that.
arrested.
I saw that.
For what?
It's nuts.
For what?
Well, and on that thread, you just pulled that thread?
Yeah.
I've got a clip that made me very, very happy, though the content is infuriating.
Oh?
But the woman who did this, I want to marry her.
Oh, Joey. We found you somebody.
Yeah, she's smart. She's not like she's attractive.
Okay.
It's not like she's a 10, but she's attractive in her intelligence and her ability and her status.
Okay.
She is, I believe, a like a deputy undersecretary of state, Sarah B. Rogers, for the United States State
I
Department.
like the title already. That's got to impress
Right.
me.
Wait, you look at you work at, I don't care what you look like. You work at Foggy Bottom.
Come on.
Foggy that bottom.
Yeah, all right.
But she put out this message, given she has a diplomatic passport. How much would you want a diplomatic passport?
Oh, Joey, I have really always wanted a diplomatic passport.
Just go somewhere and kill a guy?
Immunity, baby. I'm a diplomat.
Right. That, again, that's not what we want to do.
No,
We
ours
don't want to smoke the weed. We don't want to kill people. We
ours
just
is not to
want-
kill people, but I would like to party with immunity.
Yeah.
I mean, just go, hey, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but I'm
just
diplomatic
remember,
passport.
you don't have immunity from God.
Yeah, but I
Just
could,
from the government.
I could convert into a religion that allows me to confess my sins and therefore be forgiven.
Yeah,
But
but
if you
don't do it
plan that in
cynically
advance-
because if this is a gambit, he can see that.
I know, but if you plan that in
I'm
advance,
just saying
is that
Pascal
wrong?
was full of crap. Anyway, Sarah is from the State Department. Put out this great message that she's on a diplomatic passport heading to Europe. Let's listen in.
I got off my European train and checked into my European hotel and noticed that a member of European Parliament called Helmut Brandstetter tweeted, quote, "There's no censorship in Europe. Everyone has to follow our rules." Well, I'm traveling here on a diplomatic passport, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to say a few things that ordinary Europeans can't
Ruh-roh.
by revisiting some remarks for which people in Europe and also the UK have been investigated or arrested or jailed by their governments over the past few years. So, as I tweeted a few moments ago, a German woman notoriously received a harsher jail sentence than a convicted rapist after the woman called the rapist, quote, a disgraceful pig. This was after he participated, along with several other disgraceful pigs, in the gang rape of a 15-year-old girl in a public park. Similarly, a British woman was dragged out of her bath by 11 police officers after she referred in a private text message to a man who allegedly violently assaulted her as, quote, a faggot. And victims of violent crime aren't the only people who lack free speech rights in Europe. In Sweden, an activist called Rasmus Paludan was jailed after he burned a Quran and referred to Islam as gay Islam. Finally, in Germany, a man faced a criminal investigation for referring to Green Party leader Ricarda Lang as, quote, fat. There are many more. I could go on, but it's important to note that the European censorship bureaucracy often postures as populist, fighting against big tech. Yet none of the people I listed as a large tech company. These are ordinary Europeans and one Brit who were punished by their governments for saying what they thought was true, or just what they felt like saying. In a free society, that shouldn't happen. So which is it, Mr. Brandstetter? Is there no censorship in Europe, or do we all have to follow your rules?
I think it's the latter.
I agree, but at what point, and I'm not trying to start anything, but at what point do you rise up
That'd be
as
nice.
a society and say, you know what? You might be 10 leaders, but we are 40,000 strong back here. You can leave now, openly,
I think
or we can remove you.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah.
But I would love to see more Europeans censored for using the Robespierre meme, where it's just a painting of Robespierre and it just says soon.
Yeah.
Seriously. I'm not saying actually bring back the guillotines,
No,
but I'm
but-
saying just start pushing the envelope on purpose. Make them arrest you all.
That's something that drives me nuts when people, and it's just bullies. At the end of the day, it's bullies. But when you challenge a bully, 99.9% of the time, that bully crumbles.
Yeah.
You just have to challenge him. And then when that 0.1% of the time when they don't crumble, a punch to the throat makes them crumble.
And the first one, that a woman who was raped, call her rapist, a pig, was given more time in prison than the guy who did that.
Okay, so instead of calling him a pig, she should have went and killed him? I mean, what are we saying?
Right. Right. No, whatever that judge is deserves. You know, there's an old H.L. Mencken idea that if somebody's in court and they feel like the judge is not actually serving them justice, that person has every right to split his head in two with an axe.
I'm down with that.
And then, of course, that person will be tried.
That's fine,
After you kill the judge, you have to be tried by another judge and your peers.
I don't have a problem with that because that action will make every judge from here on out go, oh, yeah, I remember that one time.
Right. We'll call it the axe rule.
Yeah.
Like everybody's allowed an axe in court.
I don't
Now,
have
it might end up in bloody barbarism and tribal, like just warlordism.
It's going to have to be
But,
cleaned
you
up
know,
a bit.
Yeah, I'm saying it was a satirical, over the top idea to make a point. It's like
But
Jonathan
you have
Swift.
to start somewhere, Joey.
Right. Right. Somewhere. Anyway, thank God we have people now working in the State Department under this Secretary of State, under this administration, that are calling out the Europeans on their crap.
Because honestly, again, as maybe just a paranoid American, I feel like this is where we were headed.
Oh, this was exactly where we were heading. Remember the whole disinformation and misinformation and malinformation definitions and all the infrastructure they created, which strangely, a lot of these NGOs and nonprofits that were being referred to as fact checkers by Facebook and others in the old Twitter, they weren't in the United States. They were just put all around the world, including in Europe. And using their standards, you then had American companies cracking down on people. Now, I think the First Amendment in this country, thank God, has held and is pretty strong. So the idea of actually going to jail for saying things is not necessarily in the cards.
Agreed, but there are people that would love nothing more than to see that go away.
Yeah. They essentially tried to do it with Trump.
Yeah.
This was, you're 100% right. This was exactly where
That's where we're going, man. I'm
And this
just
is
glad
why
enough Americans could see that.
Well, and this is why I'll always be thankful for all his faults for Elon Musk. Him buying Twitter and turning it into
That's a big
X.
turnaround to me.
Like, you don't need a majority, you need an alternative.
That's just it.
Now,
I like the
sometimes
way you put that.
That alternative gets a little wacky. It's getting a little wacky on that alternative, I admit.
It is. But at the same time, if you're smart enough, which I hope most people are, to see through that. Yeah.
Now, I don't think people are smart enough to see through all the rabbit holes and all the different things that are being thrown out there because there's only so much time in the day.
Yeah.
But I think people do have enough common sense to go, it doesn't matter at all. Honey, what are we having for dinner tonight? Want to watch something funny? What are the kids up to?
A lot of that going on.
Yeah, instead of letting Candace Owens raise your children, maybe, spend some time with them. I don't know. And I know a lot of people already do that. That's what I believe. People already have the common sense to go, oh, that stuff doesn't matter. I just did a hard day's work. I'm tired of the nonsense. I'm going to watch an old classic Christmas film. We're going to make a classic Christmas punch with, have you ever had my grandfather used to make it where it's black cherry vanilla ice cream.
No, but that sounds good already.
7-Up.
7-Up.
I think also like spice, like Christmas spice, like nutmeg and cinnamon and a little bit of extra sugar and stuff. And he never was a drinker, but you could throw like
splash of liquor
a
in
little
there.
whiskey in there or something like that. So it is like the most super eggnog you've ever had. Like, do that. That's much more wholesome than like so much of the crap that's out there.
We were in the garden, so our Christmas punch was just a little bit different.
How
Joey,
was-
but
how
we did
was-
have an official Christmas punch.
Mhm.
It was 7-Up.
7-Up, okay.
But it was also, I believe, lime sherbet ice cream. And I want to say there was something else in there, but it was delicious. And we served it as if it was the most bestest thing we'd ever had.
Actually, that sounds delicious.
It was good. I remember it being real frothy, but I don't remember the specific
You ever
taste.
put whipped cream on? No. Ever put Cool Whip on it?
Let me go ahead and tell you about my Cool Whip experience for the last 2 days.
Mhm.
Pamela's dropped by the house this weekend and we made some cookies with the kids and Susanna. Well, she left a thing of Ready Whip, the can.
Mhm.
So Eddie's been snacking on that and on the regular for the last 3 days.
Wait, you've been sucking on it even after it's empty?
It's almost empty, Joey.
Don't you be huffing.
I got to get all the cream.
I know some of your friends at Highland Gardens used to, the ones that spoke clean, they were
I'm
huffing.
just saying, you got to get all the cream out. But that has been my vice here lately.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Those things are so good.
What would people call that? Not
Whippets.
Whippets, yeah, whippets. Which you want to see the horror of whippets? Just look up a Steve-O documentary.
Steve-O.
Yeah,
Remember
that
his apartment?
it's always in my brain. Yes,
You couldn't hardly see the floor for
because of all the
whippet
whippets.
containers. Yeah.
Holy crap, man!
And I've had some experience with friends that do that too. And
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Anyway, this part of the program,
Yeah.
brought to you by James Cole and Cole Plumbing.
Love
And
me
they're-
some James Cole.
At Cole Plumbing, James and the team are ready to help you out with any and all of your plumbing problems. Could be you have a massive leak,
Gotta have that Christmas log.
a water leak,
Mm-hmm.
gas line leak, God forbid.
Oh man, this time of year too, because a lot of people
Really
haven't
bad.
turned it on all year.
Oh yeah, and you're relying on
Yep.
it. But if you smell gas, number one, you need to get out of the house.
Ask
It's one
your
thing
dad
if somebody
who
left the
that,
stove top on for a little while, but
Yeah.
like if it's an actual line leak, you need to get out. And Cole
Big time.
Plumbing, of course, can fix that for you, or that water line leak, and they can do it with minimal discomfort to you in your home. Not going to have to tear out a bunch of drywall or a huge hole in your yard or
Don't
a
want
trench
that,
to
especially
find
this
it.
time of year.
No, they can do it with precision expertise. They can also help you upgrade to a tankless water heater system about right time of the
That's
year.
a good investment too, by the way.
Or it could be you're looking to upgrade accessories in the bathroom or the kitchen. Maybe it's time for a new garbage disposal because that thing stinks.
Yeah, they do. Especially when they quit working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just holding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So y'all check them out today. You can always go to coleplumbing.com, but I say save their number, 279-8919. That's 279-8919. And just remember, folks, when you have trouble with your bowl,
Call on Cole, Joey.
We'll be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
At AMS Studios this holiday season, we are giving the gift of relaxation and renewal of the mind, body, and spirit with a one-size-fits-all option. A gift certificate is perfect for even the hardest to shop for, and we have a menu with services fit for all. For the creature of comfort, we offer massage and pampering facials. For the skin-savvy, medical-grade skincare and treatments, plus so much more. Look at our holiday gift certificate specials on Facebook at AMS Studios and find us Monday through Saturday in downtown Prattville.
Hi, this is Don Duncan with Don Duncan's All-American Automotive and Tire. Just want to say a big thank you to Blue Water Broadcasting. They've been a big partner in our success. And again, thank you guys so much for all you've done for us. If you need anything, come see us. Again, this is Don Duncan with All-American Auto and Tire.
Blue Water Broadcasting is the #1 most listened to radio group in the River region. Find out how to put this reach to work for your business. Call us to find out how we can help. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Now, quick segment here before the top of the hour break. But when you're going, you're not going on a cruise, right?
No.
After Christmas.
Right. We're doing the whole getting on the airplane.
Good. You're going to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the thing you've done before.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, and I saw the pictures. I saw the food.
Well, they've had a tragedy there, and actually, as much as we're going for vacation, I'm not going to do a PSA, but Jamaica needs people's help. They make all their money off tourism. Tourists need to come back.
Well, apparently there was a cruise line. It was a German cruise line.
German?
Are we German?
Very German.
We will censor you.
Where are your papers?
Don't be calling anybody a pig, you.
Oh, yeah.
You swine.
Yeah.
But there were about 2,000 guests, 640 staff aboard a German cruise line, 95 passengers and 6 crew members that were reported ill.
Oh,
more than 100 people were so sick with a highly contagious virus that it caused forceful vomiting, enough where sufferers can experience cracking their ribs.
Yeah, just hurling, man.
I believe it was the outbreak of the norovirus. Yeah. Oh my God. And that is the problem with a cruise ship.
Once you're on it, you're stuck, brother.
Yeah.
I don't
And,
care if
like-
it catches fire. I don't care if the motors quit. You stuck.
Well, and here's the thing. It's like you can go with the cheap cruise, but you're going to go with everybody else that bought for the cheap cruise. Like you got to pay top dollar to do like one of these like European river cruises or something.
Yeah, that's what Pam does.
Like a
She
smaller
loves
boat.
it.
Yeah, those are great. But some of these massive boats, you're just waiting
There's a
for
couple
something like
thousand
this to
people on
happen.
there.
And the amount of like buffets and food and drinking and just people being everywhere. You know what I mean?
We did a cruise when I was younger. I was real young, 12, 13 years old. It was fun.
Yeah.
But my first thought was there's too many people on this boat. There's just, I don't like this. And you are stuck. We did a 3-day one.
My memory is I did go on a carnival when I was 16.
Oh, carnival?
Or 15.
Yeah.
And it was my buddy and his parents and like his dad, because they had been on like 6 in a row, got invited to the captain's. Like,
big timing.
Like captain's fun thing. He drinks 6 Long Island iced teas before dinner. So most of the dinner was like, Joey, not Joey. Have you had the escargot? I'm like, Steve, I literally just had a plate of it. Try the escargot. You got to try it. It's so good. It's get him another plate. It's free to get more.
I love good drunk like that.
Yeah, the happy drunk who's generous.
Yeah.
Like, cool. Oh, man.
How'd you like the escargot?
Oh, I love escargot.
I've tried it one time. It's
great.
It was a
When
rich,
it's done right, it's
buttery
very good.
flavor and all that, but
You don't like that texture?
I couldn't get over it.
And on that disgusting note, we'll be right back. Second hour coming up.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump using a Mount Pocono appearance today in Pennsylvania to frame affordability as a Republican priority. Speaking at the Mount Airy Casino Resort, he'll claim inflation is now under control and wages are improving. Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett running for the U.S. Senate. Her late entry follows Colin Allred's exit from the race in Texas and positions her as a leading Democrat contender against GOP incumbent John Cornyn. Federal Reserve policymakers beginning a 2-day meeting today aiming to balance inflation risks with a softening labor market. A rate cut is widely expected when the decision comes sometime tomorrow, but the size and tone of guidance will shape market reaction. Speaking of the markets right now, the Dow is off 119 points, but the high-tech NASDAQ is up 66, the S&P 500 up about 7. This is SRN News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-366-6161. That's 800-366-6161. 800-366-6161.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillip Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillip Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Certainly nice to see the sunshine again. We're still on the cool side today. We've got us in the mid-50s for a high temperature, down to the mid-30s for the overnight low temperature tonight. Then a little warmer tomorrow and Thursday. We'll be in the low 60s both days. And so far, it's a dry forecast for the week ahead. Maybe another sample of some colder air by Friday night into Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. An Alexander City man has been arrested on child pornography charges. 44-year-old Donald Easley is charged with multiple counts of possessing and distributing child pornography. Police executed a search warrant at Easley's home after receiving a tip from the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. The person killed in a single-car crash near Crampton Bowl has been identified. The accident happened Friday evening at the intersection of Madison Avenue and Hall Street, where 66-year-old Henry Nelson of Montgomery was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Prattville's annual Christmas parade rolls out from the Autauga County Courthouse Friday evening. The parade begins at 7 p.m. with marching bands, candy, beads, and dancers as the parade travels through historic downtown Prattville. Santa will be making an appearance as well, absolutely free and open to the public. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Businesses have trusted our family at Delta for their printing needs since 1979. Today, Delta does business printing and so much more. We print invitations, Christmas cards, Canva, and Etsy files in as little as 24 hours. We can also print and address the envelopes, saving you time and money. Come see us at 5757A Atlanta Highway or call 271-COPY or shop at letdeltadoit.com. When you need printing, copying, gifts, signs, or more, let Delta do it.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. We got Eddie Bader over there dancing.
Yeah, we do. It's a jam right here. Although I thought I made a legitimate suggestion.
You want laser?
I think some lasers.
Or like sirens, like horn.
I hate when the sirens come on because I'll be jamming and I think I'm getting pulled over because the siren. I don't like that.
Guilty conscience.
Yeah, very much so. And I'm usually speeding.
And that's the voice of Madeline Cannon with Alabama Home
One and
Mortgage.
only.
How you doing?
Hey, hey.
Good to see
you.
Thank you, guys.
So how's it going over there at Alabama Home Mortgage?
It's going well. So we're anticipating a federal announcement tomorrow. They're
Okay.
currently meeting. The word is that there will be a rate reduction. Everybody's anticipating 25 basis points.
Right.
That's 0.25%. How that translates to mortgage rates is yet to be determined. Typically, if it follows suit like the last two rate cuts, we've actually seen mortgage rates go up.
Huh.
I know.
Hurt me when you say that.
Wait, is there a reason for that? Or is it kind of the...
Well, I think what happens is investors go ahead and price in a reduction.
Yep,
and then when the reduction's actually announced, they bump the rate up a little
Okay,
to
that
offset
makes
the
sense.
anticipation.
That makes sense.
Now, as far as what to expect in 2026, we're hopeful because come May, Jerome Powell's out.
Yes.
So we'll have a
His
new
term
federal.
is up.
Yes, we'll have a new federal chairman. And so we're hoping that will mean that the Trump administration will have somebody that will run in lockstep and get the housing market on the right track, especially coming into the midterms.
Yes.
Because, I mean, this is in national news. We've talked about it some locally, like with the rates where they are, people sitting on homes don't necessarily want to part with it. And then people buying are kind of like, it'd be nicer if that's a little lower. But what I've been telling folks is at least start a conversation with you guys. Like, get ready for 26, because I think what you just said is about to happen.
Absolutely. And there are a lot of people trying to figure out the affordability issue. They've thrown some ideas around about a 50-year mortgage. Now, we're not big fans of that.
No.
On average, it'll save somebody around $130 a month, but it will cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. And 50 years, I mean, that's over half of most people's lifetime.
Right. So let's do some quick real estate math with that. So a 30-year mortgage, if I do a 30-year mortgage, never refi, I basically pay that house 3 times.
Right.
Okay. 50-year mortgage.
Yeah.
That's 5 times. It's 5 times.
And it will cut into your equity position when it comes to
1,000%.
refinance.
And when you go to sell that house and you go, well, I got a 50-year mortgage.
I've been here for 2 years. I've made no principal
Right.
reduction.
All of a sudden, right. You've got all these fees that are come with it. It's a horrible, horrible idea.
And then, of course, some people are throwing around this idea of a portable mortgage.
Yeah,
it's essentially like, you can't assume certain mortgages. So like federal backed mortgages like FHA and VA are assumable, meaning that the buyer can take on the seller's mortgage. Now, they're not only taking on the interest rate, but they're taking on the outstanding balance, right? So if somebody,
whatever that may be.
That's right. If somebody's selling their house for $300,000 and they only owe $150,000, well, you're going to get that mortgage for $150,000 at the 2.5%. But how are you going to come up with $150,000 difference? Unless you have deep pockets or net proceeds from another sale, that's where people are getting stuck on those assumptions. But the portable is that the seller can take their mortgage with them to their next home.
Huh.
Now,
Interesting.
It's happening in some countries. It's mostly socialist countries.
That's what I figured.
Canada, UK.
Yeah. Which look at Canada's housing market, see how great they're doing.
Right. So I don't see that being something that will translate to the American housing market, especially since a mortgage is supposed to be for specific collateral.
Yes.
So anyway.
Yeah. The actual like property and home, the bricks and sticks, like the actual
thing.
The
terms of your mortgage were based off of that house.
Exactly.
And they treat it like a car, like you can just pick it up and drive it somewhere else.
Right. Trade this in and keep moving on. And it.
Yeah.
Well, and this, I mean, that's where it's like the federal government is doing too much, I think. But
I think they're just throwing things at the wall to see what will stick.
Sticks.
They want people to know or think that they're trying to make a difference.
Yep.
And I think rate's just one component of it. I've said it time and time again. The average cost now of a home is absurd. Even if you had an interest rate at 3 and 4%, if the average home sells over $400,000, I mean, it's just it's outpacing wages.
Yep. Now, like in terms of folks just getting ready, like I often say, you don't have to pull the trigger the same day. But what I am wondering is somebody calls y'all up and y'all kind of run through, okay, let's get the basic information. Like how quickly can somebody be sort of put in a position where they understand, okay, here's what I can afford. Here's where, like, I'd imagine it's a very quick process.
It is. So you can either give us a call and we take your information by phone, or you complete an application on your time on our website. It's myalabamahomemortgage.com. It takes about 10 minutes of your time. Then we receive that information. We review everything and we can get back to you typically same day with a plan on either, yes, we're ready to go and this is what it looks like, or these are the steps we need to take to get us there.
Because especially with big decisions in life, like a lot of different big life decisions, it helps to do it on your own terms and to do it in a way that you actually have a plan instead of sort of the rush job.
Exactly.
And I know y'all pride yourselves on getting folks great deals and just being straight up with folks. Like sometimes somebody will call me like, you don't have any credit or you need to improve it here a little bit and you can get a better rate. But I think as we head into America's 250th birthday, and I'm hoping like Kevin Hassett ends up the new chairman of the Federal Reserve, we are going to see these interest rates come down. And that's where
the American dream will be attainable again, I hope.
There you go. Well said. Again, that number, folks, is 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or again, you can always apply online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. There is a difference in mortgage companies. Let Kim Williams or Madeline Cannon here prove that to you today. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender. So, but life good. The husband, the kids, everybody's doing all right.
Everybody's good. Getting ready for Christmas. Are y'all ready?
Yes. Do you have any
kind of almost
Christmas traditions?
We do. So I know a lot of people like to eat the traditional Thanksgiving meal again at Christmas.
but we get pretty burnt out on that.
Yeah.
And so we have started, I guess it was back during COVID. It was really before any of us had kids. We started doing Feliz Navidad. So we have everything Mexican food.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool.
We do fajitas and tacos and
Yes.
nachos and all that kind of stuff. And that's always fun. We
But
do
where
a
do you get it?
piñata.
Like, I guess you have like
We
10 different.
cook.
Oh, you cook
Yeah.
it yourself. There
Yeah.
you go. Like, because it'd be easy to cater. We got like 10 or 12 or 20 places.
I know.
In the
I
taco,
know.
we have 11. So.
We do a piñata now that we've got kids involved.
Oh, piñata.
We do a birthday cake for Jesus.
I love
so,
that.
Yeah.
That's really
so
cool.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Because I've been thinking about doing something for my family. Like, when did you first introduce kids to like a nativity scene? Like, did you like? I just was looking, and they have nativity scenes you can set for toddlers and stuff.
Little
but-
wooden ones, the Weeble Wobble ones. I remember those as a kid.
Like little tykes and stuff. I mean, I've been putting the nativity out their whole life. So my oldest is he just turned 4 last month, and then I have a 2-year-old. So I mean, they get bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
Do they ever play with it? I remember as a kid we used to, and we probably got in a lot more trouble than we should have.
No,
but
we
we've
keep
always
things
messed with it.
high. The things that Mama loves and doesn't want broken, they stay.
I found some on Amazon today that are for toddlers. They're like
Yeah.
little plastic cute figurines,
yeah.
like colorful, and you can kind of see. And I feel like, I think of my niece who's just a little over 2, and if you sit there and kind of go through, she's not going to understand a lot of the full story. But if
She'll
you could,
understand more than you think.
yeah, exactly.
And that's another thing. I don't remember ever like being introduced to the nativity scene. I just remember always being a part of
Yes.
Christmas. I don't. So I would think if you
But
keep
I think that's
that
the
going,
best way to
it's-
introduce the story is where the story of Christ starts.
Mhm.
Like, and doing it in a way where it's like, yeah, you're kind of a baby. Look
Yeah.
at the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I was thinking that through because also in the house I'm living in now for years, my grandmother, her birthday was on Christmas.
Oh wow.
And so she'd always get extra gifts.
Of course.
But every year my priest uncle, Bill, would buy her 1 or 2 new Fontanini, I believe is the
My
company.
mom had that growing up.
Yeah. And it became to where it's like we have probably a 10-foot long built-in like cabinet and desk where it filled up the whole like the shelves, the entire basic platform, or it's like you've got the entire story right there in front of you. And these are like handcrafted little wooden pieces that are beautiful.
That is beautiful. Now,
See,
again,
I have the willow tree set.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm
Very
the same way. You always are adding pieces to it. So.
see, we grew up in Highland Gardens. It was a little bit different. My sister has
Yeah.
a pig collection.
A
of
pig
all
collection.
kinds of, it could be a Christmas pig or it could be a piggy bank. But yes, that's the tradition of the gardens.
The pig.
Yes.
The pigs. Yeah. Well,
Pig in the garden.
The huge Fontanini collection is no longer at our house. Like we gave it to my priest uncle and he has it set up. He lets
Beautiful.
kind of like a lot of the kids and at the parishioners there set it up at the cathedral. And and it is cool. I remember doing that with my grandmother, like helping set it up.
Set it
every
up.
year.
Yeah.
Now, your niece may enjoy a live nativity. A lot of churches and organizations are doing those now with the animals and all.
Yeah. Well, I was more thinking like, what could I ever get a 2-year-old? And like, I was talking with her mother a little bit at Thanksgiving, but yeah, I'll have to
favorite
get in
gift
touch
for a
with my
2-year-old
brother.
is a box.
A
Just
box?
a big empty box.
Car keys,
Yeah.
water bottle.
Water bottle. Yeah.
Well, and she already has a huge stuffed Pikachu that's adorable that she loves.
'Cause I remember with Justin spending hundreds of dollars on Christmas and looking over there watching him play with the wrapping paper and the boxes.
Yes.
And going, that's the crap I bought. Play with that.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's where my mind's been is like, how can we introduce this story here? And I think the live nativity is
Oh, yeah, that's
something
a great
truly
idea.
special.
And there's a movie now called The Star.
Okay.
And I mean, I think it came out years ago. I'm just now in that part of mom era. But anyway, it's on Netflix and it's animated and does a pretty good job of teaching the
good.
Christmas story.
Very, very cool.
Mhm.
Very, very cool. Now, what do you think of, I've been ranting about this all the first hour, Gulf Shore saying no Hangout Music Fest, no Sand in My Boots Fest for 2026.
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Why are they not doing it?
They said, well, we or they took too long because the new contract they made the franchisees sign. Again, this has been going on since 2015.
Mhm.
Said that the city council there in Gulf Shores would have to approve every act and genre. So, like, they just didn't get the application in or the approvals out. We're not sure if it's us or them that took too long, but we're past the
We
deadline.
had one job. We didn't do it. And you're not going to fire us for it. So
Right.
Well, it sounds like it's going to cost them a lot of money. I know that's a big tourism
it is
draw.
revenue. Big
Yeah.
time.
And I was thinking, great way to kick off the summer of America. down there in the Gulf of
You
America.
missed a big opportunity there.
Right. Call it Gulf of America Fest.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Guys.
I got the shirt.
It's just, and I have a sense some of those franchisees are going to go find another spot on the beautiful Gulf
If you're a
Coast.
hotel owner, or Airbnb owner, or that's that other place down there is not a water park, but like an amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
They just took a lot of the people, reason for people coming away. And the whole reason you built that or bought that hotel, whatever, was for, events like this.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's still sticking in my craw, whatever that means.
The big man gets you, Joy.
Yeah. It's just like,
They're just a
can
bunch
we
of
have
fun
nothing?
killers.
Can we have
Yeah.
nothing? Now,
Buzz Killingtons.
one thing I wanted to ask you, Eddie, in particular, is did you see that the city council voted in favor of buying the old Montgomery Advertiser building that turned it into a big convention center?
Was that ever a doubt?
Convention center.
Like convention
big civic
center,
center
like
area.
where you could have even like a basketball arena.
The only problem with that is
it's a good location.
Has
for that.
anybody done an environmental study of that?
That's
dirt
what I'm
around
wondering.
there.
That's how they're saying they're doing that transfer for 5.5 million. But then you got to wonder how much
How
to
much the
like
cleanup going to cost?
and tear down and like the environmental impact studies, all this sort of stuff.
But aren't they building a convention center just right of it? The EJI convention center that's supposed to be a big draw for events too. And then
That
you've got Impact right there
Yeah.
too with the Renaissance.
Yeah,
mean,
I
It'll
don't
be
know.
another successful venture that the city of Montgomery will utterly fail at, much like every other one they've done.
I
So
believe
is this going to be something
water
to?
park.
Is this going to be something that will bring like acts like the BJCC type thing, or
My guess is, you remember, all right, we already got, which I know everybody laughs at, but we got the Coliseum. You remember
Right.
the Coliseum
Their
pretty much
Coliseum.
dried up because Farmer's like, you ain't having no more Ozzy Osbourne. We ain't having no more of that crap around here.
No more Led Zeppelin. They
I
beat a
don't-
girl with a fish.
I see them milking the people to build this and then go, we will approve, just like, where is it, Orange Beach? We will approve the acts that come here now.
I'm reading from the Montgomery Advertiser saying possible uses of the 10-acre plot include an indoor arena or convention center.
Hey, who wrote that article?
The Montgomery Advertiser.
Who are they trying to buy that from?
They bought it from the Montgomery
Oh,
Advertiser.
wow. Imagine that. A positive spin.
But the city council approved the purchase yesterday at a special meeting. It lasted about 20 minutes. The land is now owned by Backstage Ventures LLC, city records show. So I don't know if that's associated with the advertiser or not. Farpoint Investment Ventures, Chicago, will buy the land from Backstage and sell it to the city. Closing is set for Thursday. Even if plans are not in place, controlling the land along the river is key for future development, said Anna Buckaloo of the Montgomery Area Chamber of Commerce. I will say it is prime location for something like that.
yeah.
And having walked around a few big cities, like recently Nashville, everything is in that downtown area on top of each other. So it might very well be, like you're saying, BJCC sort of style and big acts, or it could be like a multi-purpose where you could have a semi-pro basketball team or something like that. I just look at this and I'm like, man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, didn't they have talks at one point about totally renovating Garrett Coliseum,
Yes.
and then that all came to a screeching halt? So maybe
Yeah.
that money's going to be reinvested into this endeavor.
It's possible. But, somebody told me that there was also a lot of, say, maintenance upkeep costs and like how old are the vehicles were still operating to do a lot of the basic functions of the city and on and on and on. So we'll see. But the council did approve that. And I'm sure we'll be talking about where it will go next. What was that?
Somebody agreeing that that's a dump site down there where they used to just literally dump all the chemicals straight
That's
to
well
the
known.
ground.
That is well known.
Right. So, Madeline, if I came to you for a mortgage and you knew that the ground I was, buying was incredibly contaminated, would that make you rethink possibly giving me the mortgage? Because possibly could be a bad idea. Because as soon as you buy that, the feds are going to come in and say, Eddie, you got to clean that up now.
Well, it even says on our mortgage documents that you can't store or dump, that type of stuff.
Another solid investment by good old folks in Montgomery.
Well, we got to do something with it.
Like you can't, cook meth in your house that's mortgaged. You got to pay it off first.
Oh,
But
really?
If you got to do
I
something
didn't know
with
that.
it, though.
I know some people that might be in violation of their mortgage agreement.
But like, if you got to do something with it, though, like, couldn't you held out for a better deal?
Or couldn't you just say, hey, I don't want that contaminated piece of property. However, who owns it? We're fixing to nail your butt to clean it up. Then maybe we'll talk about it.
No, we'll put a lien on it. We'll take it from you. We're the government.
Look, there's a old gas station right now on Atlanta Highway, right outside of Forest Hills. Be one of the best investments in town. However, there are gas pumps or gas tanks underneath there that contain old water, old gas, or everything. It's an environmental disaster.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's why that place continues to sit there. The last time it sold was for under $20,000 because the group that bought it didn't know what they were buying. And now they've got it out there for like the same price because they, hey, openly we admit.
So before you can ever build or start doing things, you have to assess.
$multi-million.
Yep.
If the city of Montgomery was really worried, they would clean it up. But they know it's a dump. Why spend the money on it? Just let somebody else deal with it.
No, I just wanted to bring that up because
you know how much I love the city of Montgomery spending money.
Yeah, you do.
Man, they can take good money and throw it at just the most piss poor ideas I've ever seen before.
Anyway, y'all gonna go across state lines or have somebody else go across state lines for the Powerball jackpot?
Yep.
Oh, what's it up to now?
Right, almost $1 million.
About $1 billion.
Bill.
Wow.
So it'll be over
$1
$1
might be
billion.
worth a trip to the Georgia line.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do with all that money?
And you get some discounted liquor when you're over there too. It's cheaper in Georgia than it is here in the state.
What would you do with all that money?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
It would be a great 3 years of the rest of my life.
3 years, huh?
Be a great 3 years.
You would get one of those diplomatic passports.
I would
party
probably
with immunity. Yeah.
Probably do that. I'd probably take a few more risks than I would normally take because you got that money. You can get out of trouble like that. I'd probably buy an island, but not like an Epstein Island.
Like Jamaica?
Yeah, I'd probably just go for the country of Jamaica.
go
Right
buy
now,
Jamaica, okay.
they got a little damage. I think, right now is probably a good time to buy that. But dude, I'd have a good time. Everybody I think I know would end up with some money in their pocket.
I would probably plow the vast majority of it into like stocks and yada, yada, yada.
Oh, I thought you was going to say cocaine.
Yeah, right. And that's still my favorite news clip. When last time it went over $1 billion,
Yes.
some black dude waiting in line and they're just going to everybody,
great,
what are you
man.
going to do with the money if you win, sir? Cocaine and
Hookers and cocaine.
Well, at least he's honest.
Yeah, there you go.
I just hate he didn't win because I'd love to have been caught up with him again.
No, but you plow all that into investments and then you take out a huge loan on your investments.
For what?
That way, no, because if your investments are always accruing value at a certain rate over time, you just redo the loan.
Dude, you got 3 to 5 years at the most.
No, but this is what rich people do, Eddie. Do you
I
think
wouldn't worry
Elon's
about
Not lotto winners. Not lotto winners do this.
This is what you should do if you're a lotto winner.
But if I won $1 billion, why
Yes.
would I invest?
I would do.
Because then you can take a loan out and be liquid off that
I don't care.
billion you have invested.
Yesterday I
It's
had
not going to be
nothing.
$1 billion after tax.
Right, but yesterday I had nothing. Today I got $500 million.
Right.
Even taxes.
500
This is
million.
how you
I
end
can
up
still live
poor.
off of that.
This is how you end up poor again.
Okay, 3 to 5 years. Either death's going to get me or poor. So what? Either way, I'm good.
Well, you don't want lotto winners getting wise the way the rich people.
Not if you
use
want to
their
make
money.
make it on that show, The Lottery Ruined My Life.
That's
one of my favorite shows.
That's living high on the hog. But
Well,
no, that way you can then take out money from the bank
Dude,
and
I
then
couldn't-
spend it all.
I don't think I could spend the money before I died. I don't think I could spend it all. It'd be like a
Really?
Brewster's Million type deal. And I would love to do. I would love
Great
to try
movie.
that.
Great movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
But
But
then it would be fun to do like, because a lot of folks do this whole like, let me donate to these nonprofits and charitable causes. And there are some that are great. Don't get me wrong. But it'd be much more fun to be creative, still do charitable stuff, but like be creative in how you help.
Okay, this is
Like going to space, like Elon.
no.
not even
Here's
the
my
space
thing, and I see it on. Y'all mock me for my TikTok addiction, but I see it on TikTok all the time. Some of these influencers that have a ton of money, they'll
Mhm.
go find somebody that's just down and out.
Yep. That's what I was thinking of.
And,
Like,
and they'll film it and they'll talk to them for a minute. And the people have no idea. I mean, they usually give them a burger or something and just kind of start the conversation. But then they'll come back. And like one guy, his dream was to have a food truck.
Mhm.
The guy came back in 3 days. He said, I got you a brand new food truck.
Yep. Or you told me the one of the guy who was in his late 80s
Dude,
and he lost his pension with GM and like he was now having to work in his late
88
life.
years old.
Yeah.
Update, over $2.5 million has been donated to that man.
See, it's stuff like that that would be fun. It
Well-
would be like go to the bar, go wherever, strike up a conversation with somebody, really get to know them for a second, and then be like, you know what? I'm going to help this person.
Would you do the Santa pots? Would you drop the money? Because every year there's people that drop gold coins and stuff in the Santa pots for Salvation
Like
Army.
the Salvation Army
Yeah.
Santa pot?
And I always,
I don't know if I put it in the Santa pot.
really?
No, I'm going to give it to the folks raising money for their basketball team.
Actually, again, stuff like that, I would adopt I'd probably adopt a school.
Right.
And just, I mean, why not? I don't understand, why not?
Actually, the basketball team thing, they now take Apple Pay.
Really?
Yeah, I was
That's pretty cool.
impressed.
But I'm telling you, everybody that knew me would have some money in their pocket. I'd be broke, but everybody, well, no different than now, but
Yeah, it's just like do fun stuff, do stuff that is like a person to person level, like
Yeah.
you're getting to know somebody and you help somebody out, sort of thing. Because sometimes the philanthropy game is so removed from actually you helping people. You're just moving money around.
But when I see people like Shaq, and he's a prime example of it. I remember when he was playing professional ball, I forget the shoe company that had his shoe. And one of the mothers at the game said something to him about, my son would love your shoes, but I can't afford them. I just can't afford them.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, here, let me give you the money to afford them. And she's like, hey, it's not the money. There's a million people like me. So he called up, I don't know if it was Nike or whoever, the next day and said, I want my shoe line to be a $40 shoe that you can get anywhere, everywhere. And that's what he did. I mean, you constantly hear Shaq taking care of people like that. That's the kind of philanthropist I would like to be.
Now, you could go the Elon route and just start setting up franchises all over the country.
Just having kids everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
you don't even have to do the whole fornication thing. You can just can just freeze it and have the doctor.
You gotta have a baby. We gotta do this the natural way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right, but you got all this money. You don't have time. You don't have time to do that with all those women.
Test tube babies. So,
you don't like. What are you, Bonnie Blue?
No, but yeah, you saw what happened to her.
I did. That's why I just said what I said. It's called a segue.
Oh, you're going to cover it?
Yes. Not in complete detail.
Madeline, I'm sorry you're here for this.
No, but have you heard of this person, Matt?
No.
Again, I'm sorry. You've got to be
I brought it up in the
world.
opening segment. Oof. Well, I'll just tease it, and then we'll maybe cover it in the next segment. Madeline can decide if she wants to stay. But it's a New York Post
Y'all
article.
can't scare me.
Okay.
Porn star Bonnie Blue.
All right. What an intro.
She is famous because she slept with 1,000 men in 24 hours.
No, she did.
Yeah, more than
she did.
More than 1,000. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did. She
filmed
filmed it.
Documented. Yeah. Well documented.
Had a bunch of sad jackals line up, and you can see them line up. One light, I mean, to get 1,000 a day, that'd be quick. But it's
anyway.
This is how bad. It's not like, oh, she has her own little thing, and she is an exhibitionist. She's obscene about it in a way that even other porn stars are like, okay,
yeah, she'll make them blush.
She tried to do a stunt like that in Bali. She's now been arrested and faces 15 years in jail for doing this sort of thing.
That's how I am, because I'll be honest. I don't think it had nothing to do with her wanting to do that. I think she intentionally went to a place like that where it's illegal or whatever, just to make it more, I don't know, I say demonic, but just
sensationalized. Yeah.
And I'm glad she got busted, because I can't stand people that go to another country, whether it be mine or someone else's, and just totally disrespect it like that. Put her in jail, man. I got nothing for her.
Well, and it's just getting a little much, especially the UK, where
a
you can be
little much.
It's called understatement.
1,000 in 24
It wasn't
hours.
even, and I'm looking at it. It was 1,057 in 12 hours. 12 hours.
We need to do the math on that.
Don't think about it.
We'll do
too
that
much.
off air if you don't
Well,
mind.
I did see an interview with fake Dr. Phil and her.
Oh,
and he was trying to go through. Okay. Anyway, what's your favorite movie? Seen Oppenheimer? Anyway. Yeah, she faces up to 15 years imprisonment in Indonesia and fines up to 6 billion rupee or rupiah.
It's probably like $6.
$541,000. Yeah, whatever. Wow.
Now that you guys are probably too young for this, but back when I was a senior in high school, in an Asian country, an American got caught spray painting graffiti on cars. And I think he got like 100 licks from the canes, like in public. And people pitched a fit. Oh my God, why are you going to do this as American? Not me. I was like, whoop him.
No. And apparently Indonesia has a very strict anti-pornography law. Like, we ain't playing. And she was 17 men. They were all in one vehicle. 15 of the men were Australians. They've now since been released because I guess
17 men in one vehicle. Was it a clown
it was
car?
A bus.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bus where they do stuff in that bus.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Well, I don't take the bus.
Yeah,
exactly why I don't take the bus.
That's why I use hand sanitizer whenever I get on the bus. Anyway, we're extra layers.
Hand sanitizer is the worst, the least of your worries with all this. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's just like good. Like I'm one who's kind of let your freak flag fly.
Me too, but
no.
I've got nothing for that.
And they're arresting people in the UK for saying words. But her sleeping with 1,000 men in 12 hours, that's cool. Document it. Send it out to the whole world. This is what the UK is all about.
Okay, if they're arresting people for words, though, at
It's
what
demonic.
point can they arrest them for just lying? I mean, if you call me fat, yeah, it might hurt my feelings, but if I'm skinny, you're lying too. Is that a separate charge?
No, I think they're going to arrest you for telling the truth.
Mm.
They want you to lie and say the fat person is skinny, or don't even bring it up.
Right.
If you call the guy who sexually assaulted you and raped you a pig,
Yeah.
then you might get more jail time than the guy who did that to you. It's a real story we covered earlier in the UK. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And yet this harlot, whatever the word is stooping all around the world.
No, she is British.
Yeah. The British Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm going to shut up before I say anything more, trying to be funny. Anyway, this part of the program brought to you by Josh and Leslie Ryder there at Dylan Rings.
Did you see what he put out this morning, Joy?
I did. This custom designed ring that they put out is
beautiful, man.
Remarkable. Yep. Let me go to that real quick. Pull it up on the Book of Faces. Absolutely beautiful. It's created by Josh. Fancy cut 3-carat blue spindle and diamond ring. With gold. Regular price is $3,800. It's on sale for $2,660. You got to stop in, see what else they have on sale. They have stuff that's 15% off to 70% off.
Wow.
They're at Dylan Rings. And of course, they have these beautiful custom-made high-end pieces. But if you go to their Facebook and look at their story at Dylan Rings on their Facebook page, look at stuff that's $150, $200 that are absolutely beautiful, like a smoked diamond ring, I believe. Is that what that one is? Diamond hoop earrings, beautiful stuff that is not going to break the bank, and you're still going to make somebody very, very happy when you get it for them. And of course, I've been suggesting get by there and just do like a project together. Like say, let's do like, I want to make you something custom for Christmas. And like you go in, start the process, get it done before Christmas and reveal it like it's a big surprise. But still, it's like, it's a great fun way to do it right, gentlemen. So y'all get by 119 Brown Springs Road here in Montgomery, just off of Atlanta Highway. And be sure to tell Josh and Leslie Ryder that Joey, that fellow on the radio, sent you, and we'll tell you a little more about Dylan Rings coming up. I'm sorry, after that Body Blue story, I need to go take a shower.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Experience the magic of the holiday season with a cruise down the Alabama River on the Harriet II, the finest entertainment spot in the river region. Take in the stunning skyline and enjoy the sights and sounds with friends and family. Book your holiday cruise today at funinmontgomery.com. Celebrate the new year in style with a New Year's Eve cruise on the Harriet II. Enjoy hors d'oeuvres, live entertainment, a bubbly champagne toast at midnight, along with party favors and, of course, fireworks along the city skyline. Book your New Year's Eve cruise today at funinmontgomery.com.
E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free.
At E-Bike Oasis, we're more than just Montgomery's best electric bicycle store. E-Bike Oasis offers free 1-hour electrical bicycle rentals and a full-service electric bike repair shop. Stop by E-Bike Oasis in Montgomery today for free rentals, repairs, and electric bicycle brands in town.
Pizza Perfect is feeling jolly, offering a great deal in December. Buy any large pizza and get a medium pizza for only $5. Pizza Perfect's buffet includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13. Buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pizza Perfect is also available for pickup and delivery. Get a medium pizza for $5 with the purchase of any large pizza in December at Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard, Eastbrook.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368. an equal housing lender.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Want that ride that is fun, affordable, and street legal? Check out ETG Outdoors in Montgomery. They have huge discounts on electric golf carts with many brand new units under 10 grand. New and used inventory, financing available, and they service what they sell. ETG Outdoors even provides lithium battery conversions and free delivery with purchase. Whether it's for the neighborhood, the farm, or just fun, ETG Outdoors, 7006 Vaughn Road, or online at etgoutdoors.com. Cruise smarter, drive electric. ETG Outdoors, your ride to freedom starts here.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. At Clark, they always offer 60 months free financing on Bryant, their highest SEER-rated system. But for a short time, they're offering 0% for 60 months on all brands. For all of your heating, air, and plumbing needs, better call Clark. Alabama certification number 09098.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Certainly nice to see the sunshine again. We're still on the cool side today. We've got us in the mid-50s for a high temperature, down to the mid-30s for the overnight low temperature tonight. Then a little warmer tomorrow and Thursday. We'll be in the low 60s both days. And so far, it's a dry forecast for the week ahead. Maybe another sample of some colder air by Friday night into Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Brighten your holidays with ASE Credit Union. Enjoy the season stress-free with our special holiday loans. Visit us or call today to learn more. ASE Credit Union, your ASECU.com, 334-270-9011. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Eddie Bader and Madeline Cannon here in the studio with me. And did y'all see that Jasmine Crockett,
unfortunately,
is running for Senate, United States Senate from the great state of Texas?
Well, all of her ads have the
did you see
chirp
her,
in it.
Did you see her?
Because if they do, I will vote. I will find a way to get somebody to vote for her. Because I love the chirping. You never heard the smoke detector in the background? Just constantly chirps every time she goes to talk.
Who's the dude who died?
Kettle
But he
bird?
was the black dude who was the dating coach guy.
Oh,
Kevin
Samuel,
or something.
Kevin Samuels or Samuel,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, and there's one video where it's this woman who cannot hear her smoke detector in the background. He's like, "Can you not hear that?" She's like, "What?" And it beeps, and he's like, "That." She goes, "What are you talking about?"
What are you talking about? Kettle birds.
That's become quite a meme. But no, Eddie, have you seen her launch video? Her
Oh, I have
launch
not.
ad. Oh my! Have you seen this?
I have.
Okay,
Oh.
Eddie, you're in for a treat.
Okay.
Here. Now, see, seeing it, I'm kind of like, yeah, I get what they're trying to do.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Well, I guess this means she's not running for president then.
No, she's not running.
You know,
for
they
president.
kept saying she was a front runner to run for
I wish she
president.
had ran for president.
Well, she might get into the Senate and then immediately jump in and run for pres. I don't know. But here it is. Let's listen in.
How about this new one they have? Their new star, Crockett. How about her? She's the new star of the Democrat Party, Jasmine Crockett. They're in big trouble. But you have this woman, Crockett. She's a very low IQ person. I watched her speak the other day. She's definitely a low IQ person. Crockett. Oh, man. Oh, man. She's a very low IQ person. Somebody said the other day she's one of the leaders of the party. I said, you got to be kidding. Now they're going to rely on Crockett. Crockett's going to bring them back.
So for those just listening, all that was actual clips of Trump. He said that many a time. And then it was just her kind of standing there looking fierce or whatever the word is.
I'm a little disappointed. Didn't hear the ghetto birds in the background.
No.
But
that wasn't it. There were a lot of...
there's more?
No, she then did a big kickoff of it.
Oh.
Right.
Well, that right there, honestly, maybe I'm just not a fan, but that ad did nothing to really grab me much.
Well, because right now you're a hater, Eddie.
No, I think she's a very attractive woman.
No, but you're hating.
I think she's just a moron.
I think just your whole tone. Yeah, calling her a moron, calling her a low IQ person, obviously racist, and you're just a hater.
I'd say I like her.
Yeah, I know.
I'd say I like her.
I'm just saying this is how it works in this day and age. So
well, I'll say it. I don't like her.
You don't like her?
No.
What is it about her?
Everything she stands for.
But this is from the kickoff event. You haters need to listen.
When Texas turns blue, it won't be because of any one candidate, but because of each and every one of you doing your part.
Mm-hmm.
Turning Texas blue is what I want to talk to y'all about today. Now, there are those that say, ain't no way, we done tried it 50 kinds of ways. Let me be clear, y'all ain't never tried it the JC way. We used to telling us what I can't do, but they have no idea what Crockett's crew will do. And so I just want to be clear for all the haters in the back, listen up real loud. We gonna get this thing done.
For all the haters in the back, we're going to get this thing here done.
All right, so when she loses this, which is going to happen, it'd be laughable. She'll probably run one more time before she steps up as the female version of the Rev Sharpton.
Right. Yeah.
That's where this is going.
And, well, we already got our own homegrown pastor who's a lot better at her than what she does.
Which one are you talking about?
The guy talking about wrapping it up.
I love that guy. God, I love that guy.
Pastor? Jermaine Brown?
That's
Not
the man.
pastor, passer.
Pastor. Yeah.
Pastor.
Now,
P-A-S-T-A.
he could tell
Pastor.
folks, stop committing adultery, don't fornicate, wait until marriage as a pastor.
He likes to get the message down there where the goats can get it.
But, he's saying that Montgomery's got too many STDs.
Yeah.
We're up there in the top. He's
According to
he's
Madeline,
adding a
we're like
point.
7th on the list.
And he's proudly buying thin Trojan
Ultra
condoms.
thin.
And ultra thin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ultra thin.
not just thin, ultra thin.
I kind of figure he would have been a Magnum guy, but didn't really step up to that.
Don't play into the stereotypes, even if they are positive, Eddie. Let's now plenty of clips have been making the rounds since this announcement.
Yeah.
Like this one. Let's listen in.
Just this past week, I saw, I don't remember which celebrity, but it was actually a celebrity. And I was like, I don't know, that's not necessarily a bad idea, but I'd have to think through it a lot. One of the things that they propose is Black folk not have to pay taxes for a certain amount of time, because then again, that puts money back in your pocket. But at the same time, it may not be as objectionable to some people about actually giving out dollars. But obviously, then you start dealing with the different tax brackets and things like that. And that's one of the reasons that, we argue the reparations make sense, because so many Black folk, not only do you owe for the labor that was stolen and killed and all the other things, right? But the fact is, like, we end up being so far behind, right? And so it's like, how do you bring forth people? Exactly. And so it's like, if you do the no tax thing for people that are already, say, struggling and aren't really paying taxes in the first place, it doesn't really exactly.
They may want those checks like they got.
By the way, I don't know if those two know what they're proposing is already happening, right? There are a lot of people that don't pay taxes, and a lot of people already getting checks, right?
It just kind of irritates me. We go back to the whole you owe me, you owe me, you owe me.
Right.
Okay. Contrary to belief, Black people are the only ones that were done wrong. The only ones that were slaves.
Well, nobody that's alive today was a slave.
Right.
Nobody that's alive today was a slave owner.
Sure.
But how many other people besides people of her type, just I can't even stand her, Chinamen, Polish people, all these people.
Poland never had anything bad to them. Happened to them.
When they came over here, they were treated like crap.
Oh, no, it's not like, the
Irish?
Nazis and the Soviets.
Right.
And
but I'm just talking about what we supposedly did.
Okay.
I never heard any other group ask for a damn dime. I never heard any other group try to put any blame on me or any of my relatives or anybody else. I seen them buckle down and do what it takes, and now they're some of the richest people in the land.
Yes.
So why don't you quit bitching and go do something about it?
That's a good point, Eddie. I like that point.
Because, hey, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon by no means, but I didn't sit there and go, hey, you guys owe me. I wanted to eat. So I do what it takes.
And then here's another one making the rounds. Again, there's just clip after clip after clip. Folks are keep finding them. And this one's only 20 seconds. Let's listen in together.
I understood what was kind of pushing them there. And so I do want people to know that just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I got a feeling if you look that up in the dictionary, you will see that. But again, this person's going to put this out there. There are thousands of people that go preach on, sister, instead of other ones going, you know what? That's one ignorant bitch right there. Sorry. Excuse me, but come on.
Well,
come on.
And let's listen in. I don't know if this guy's actually running for Senate or if he's going to stay in the House. But you've seen this guy, Wesley Hunt. He's all right. He's all right. Like, talk about making your own way in this land, like you just described.
Yeah.
Very impressive man. And let's listen to what he has to say. He was on with Bill Hemmer on Fox.
Crockett's been making a lot of news. She's a Democrat, represents southeastern part of Dallas, Texas, your home state. This is how she described it in her own words. I'll go ahead and play it and get your reaction.
When I first became a public defender, I had no criminal defense experience. And I walked in and I told my boss, Charlie, I said, listen, you should hire me. He said, why? I said, because Charlie looked at me like I was crazy. Let me tell you something. When I'm going to walk in with a level of rapport and understand that will not do my job. And I worked my butt off and I worked really, really hard for all of my clients, not just those that look like me. And that is what it looks like to serve.
Maybe in the end, she was qualified for that job. What do you think of that story and the way she recalls it?
Well, you can't have it both ways. And Jasmine and I just don't see the world the same way. I'm going to walk in a room and get a job because I'm not going to qualify because of hard grit condition, because I believe in this country. That's what President Trump would have won by 20 points and just won by 27 points. And the reason is because of this. I am literally living Dr. Martin Luther King's dream by being judged not by the color of my skin, but by the content of my character. The people district don't see color. They see somebody that's going to represent to the best of their ability, regardless of what they look like. I never want to be demeaned what I have done and the sacrifice that I have made for this country just because of the way I look. I want to be hired because of my acumen and my ability, and I'll end with this. I see myself as an American. I'm a proud husband. I am a father. I am a veteran. I'm an educated man. I am a follower of Christ, and I'm also a black man. I'm very proud of it. But I am all those things before that, because the number one thing for me is being an American. And I love all my fellow Americans, regardless of race, religion, color, or creed, and we all should be treated fairly. Nobody wants a job based on the way they look. They want a job based on their abilities.
Wesley Hunt, march on. Thank you, sir. Nice to have.
Nicely put.
So we'll see where this competition goes, but
So are they running for the same Senate seat?
I don't know if he's announced or not, but I would like to see it happen.
I'd love to.
I'd like to see it happen.
Because I bet if that were the case, I bet she wouldn't make it to the finish line.
Well, it
She would pull out.
It would take the power away from the race card.
Yep. That's what would force her to
he
pull
is
out.
running for that same Senate.
Good deal.
There you go.
I know what
So
I'm
it makes it
betting
a
on.
non-issue.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Actually, it makes it really good because now you can see how the people of Texas are literally going to vote. It's one side or the other on this deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got a feeling they'll be voting with the man on this one.
I'm
not
just
because he's
just
a
an
man.
Uncle Tom, right?
No. He's a very
people
smart
like him
individual.
too much, right? And also the whole racial realist, all the racial stuff happening now on the right.
Yeah.
Where you got a lot of young white guys being like, well, they're proud to be black. I'll be proud to be white. And
No,
I'm
you're
like,
not allowed to do that.
I'm like, are we in prison?
Not allowed to do that.
Are we in prison? Half the or at least a quarter of the population's freaking gay. Everybody's joining their own racial gang. It's not about actually understanding one another, but protecting turf. Are we in prison?
What gang am I in?
Oh, you know.
Chisholm Mafia, but that's a long time ago, Joey.
Thank you for admitting it. Mighty Waddy, let's hit this break.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, But whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Attention Montgomery business owners. Want more customers without guessing how to reach them? Blue Water Broadcasting isn't just radio. We're your full-service digital marketing partner. From smart social media campaigns to targeted display ads to SEO that actually works. We help your business get seen by the right people at the right time. Whether you're a local shop, a growing brand, or an established company, our team can build a custom strategy that drives real results on air and online. Ready to grow? Call Blue Water Broadcasting today or visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com. Blue Water Broadcasting, your audience is waiting.
We worked with a lot of clients over the years, like a lot of clients. And the one thing we've learned is that every client deserves more.
More attention, more dedication, more results.
That's why we opened Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Take real estate to the next level.
Here, it's not about us. It's about you, your goals, your dreams, your success.
Buying, selling, or investing, we built this brokerage to work harder and smarter for you. So give Eddie Bader a call, 334-322-0662.
Or give me, Hannah Grantham, a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you how real estate is done.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Shifting gears here, Madeline was just asking me about, am I aware of all the Candace Owens and Turning Point USA and all this stuff? Yes, unfortunately. In fact, I muted Owens this morning because I'm like, I can't anymore. Like, I'll pray for everybody involved. But at a certain point, it becomes like the innuendo and the accusations. It's like, really? This is where we're going with this? And it plays. Oh, it plays big time. And we do live in an era where nobody's really reputable. Everybody's just going for the latest thing. But I found through all the noise around this that my favorite person to listen to is Charlie's widow, Erica.
Mm-hmm.
I think she has the most stakes in this, number one. Lost the most, more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Maybe her children compete in that way, losing a father, but losing a husband, it's a big deal. And for all the nasty words, we were just talking about that off air, being thrown at Candace's way and Candace throws back at people and all the weird like rabbit holes people are going down and internet debates. This is what Erica Kirk actually told my adopted godfather, Sean Hannity.
Oh, Sean.
I'm coming around to him, actually.
Slowly but surely, you're getting older.
Right. I wish he had introduced me to Billy Joel, though. Like, thank him. Just shake his hand for writing Uptown Girl. What a song.
Great song.
Anyway, let's listen to Erica Kirk.
Phenomenal.
I mean, I would think any scholar would be impressed by the scholarship behind this.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing that stood out about this is, wow, what a powerful message that he's sending. Turn off your phone Friday night at sunset. Don't turn it back on till Saturday night at sunset. I think that it could be shocking to most people. How did it work in your life?
Well, let me just explain first how much time and effort went into this book. Charlie he didn't write this book without doing what he's talking about in this book. That's not the way he operates. He learned as much as he could about this topic. We have over 50 books on our bookshelf about the Sabbath. He wanted to know it so deeply, and he saw the fruit of what it was like to actually detach from the world, stop the noise, stop the scrolling, and just put pause on everything and focus on your family. And he was, at first, it was started with an hour, 2 hours, but then once he fully incorporated it into his life, he totally elevated. He became a next level husband, which I didn't even think was possible because he was already so incredible to me and the babies. But I saw how this changed his life. And it's something so simple, just turning your phone off or detaching from TV or your daily life and just taking a minute to pause and breathe and understanding how important family is.
Amen.
And putting into perspective the battle's already won. Just love on what the Lord has blessed you with.
He talked about how that's real rest.
It is.
And that means not watching television, binge watching. It means present with your family, present
with your family,
God.
present with the Lord. Rest your brain, rest your heart, rest your soul. We're not machines. We're humans. We have souls. We are here to make a difference. And if you can't hear from the Lord, if you're being inundated constantly from other people trying to take your attention away from what the ultimate goal is, how are you able to make decisions for your family and for your company and for XYZ if you are so inundated with whatever the enemy wants you to have? I mean, we talked about this earlier, busyness. That's not the same as being productive.
The way you write that the way he writes it
Correct.
in the book is very powerful.
Very much so. There's a huge difference. We can get boggled down with to-do lists and thinking that is productivity. It's actually not. Charlie was incredible with time management, and time on this earth is so limited. You and I both know that, and now we see it in Technicolor with what happened to my husband. But time is so precious. And so are you going to spend that time investing into your family, investing into the eternal things, investing into things that you will have in heaven, or are you going to waste that time getting in internet debates and, going down rabbit holes?
Amen. So yeah, maybe instead of listening to Tim Pool or Candace Owens or Russell Brand or even Tucker Carlson or anybody else, maybe shut all that off and read the Bible. And it's what Charlie Kirk would have wanted. It's his last thing he's ever written that was just published. And honestly, at the end of the day, who cares what Charlie wanted? It'll be good for your soul. I've noticed a big change since I'm not as dogged about it, as routine and disciplined about it as I would like. But since I've been dropping old habits and just sitting down and reading through the New Testament is where I began. I just started Hebrews. It does not only mind and body good, it does the soul well. And it gives perspective on so many of the things that are vying for your attention and focus and your precious time. Final hour coming up.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The Trump administration has announced a $12 billion farm aid package. The president says that will help make life easier for farmers, increase their productivity, and help to address the affordability concerns many Americans have right now. The president today in Pennsylvania for a speech at the Mount Airy Casino Resort, highlighting efforts his administration is making to curb inflation, raise incomes, and the polls do show that a lot of Americans are concerned about affordability right now. Republican strategist Aaron McGuire believes that President Trump should take the lead in defending his economic policies, despite the fact that he has referred to the whole issue as a Democrat hoax. McGuire says Republicans need to lead the way if they want to do well in next year's midterm elections. On Wall Street right now, it's a mixed bag. The Dow is struggling. It's down 138 points, but the NASDAQ is up by 51. This is SRN News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-366-6161. That's 800-366-6161. 800-366-6161.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillips Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillips Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Certainly nice to see the sunshine again. We're still on the cool side today. We've got us in the mid-50s for a high temperature, down to the mid-30s for the overnight low temperature tonight. Then a little warmer tomorrow and Thursday. We'll be in the low 60s both days. And so far, it's a dry forecast for the week ahead. Maybe another sample of some colder air by Friday night into Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
We're redesigning financial freedom at CB&S Bank. Make purchases at participating stores and restaurants using your CB&S Bank debit card through your mobile devices with Mobile Wallet. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for more information. Member FDIC.
1819 News.
The state of Alabama is now getting the bill after a special master recently redrew 2 state Senate districts. The special master was appointed by a judge as part of a lawsuit that challenged the makeup of the state Senate districts, especially districts 25 and 26. District Judge Anna Manasco ordered the special master to draw up the map in time for the 2026 elections. The bill for all of that effort is now coming in at $240,000. Judge Manasco ultimately chose Plan 3 of the 3 maps submitted by the special master. That map 3 wasn't even created by the special masters. They did the plans 1 and 2. Instead, Plan 3 was submitted by a University of Alabama freshman student, Daniel D. Donato, who says he's been interested in elections and map making since he's been a student in high school. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Where I was living was not a great place to live anymore. I began to pray for a place to go, praying for all of these things that a 9-year-old would want. I wanted horses, big house with a bunch of people my age. I wanted parents. I wanted a mom and a dad. Before I even prayed it, the Lord had already answered my prayer with the Big Oak Ranch. Who would that 9-year-old be if she never came to the Big Oak Ranch? I would be trying to fight for survival instead of fighting to break a cycle.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
A Jefferson County judge has given approval to a stabbing suspect to move out of state while he awaits his trial. 20-year-old Daniel Mincy is accused of stabbing 2 UAB football players this past November. Mincy is also on the football team. The stabbing occurred at the UAB Football Operations Center. The 2 players did survive the attack. Now Mincy wants to move to Pompano Beach, Florida, and was in court with his attorneys to work on conditions for that release. I'm Andrea Tyson.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number 1 in the number 2 business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Since 1966, the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches has been more than just a place to stay. It's been a place to belong. For children facing hardships through no fault of their own, our ranches provide more than shelter. With open arms, we welcome these young hearts, giving them the love, structure, and guidance they need to heal, grow, and thrive in a warm Christian environment. With the end of the year approaching, many will decide whether to help those who are less fortunate. When you give to the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, you give Alabama's children the chance they deserve. Every donation stays within Alabama, directly impacting the lives of the children who need it the most. Join us in making a difference. We'd be honored to have you as a part of our mission to lift Alabama's youth. And we're also looking for compassionate couples to join our mission as house parents. We provide housing, medical benefits, a 401k, paid vacation, and the chance to make a lasting difference. Visit AlabamaSheriff'sYouthRanches.org. The Alabama Sheriff Youth Ranches reminds you it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Final hour here of the program. 272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. Now, I'm looking at the top story there at 1819news.com, and in recent months, U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville, who will soon be the governor of this here state, he's spoken out against the dangers of domestic radical Islam while also filing legislation. I saw two L's. There's only one. Filing legislation aimed at addressing the growing threat Islam presents in the United States. Tuberville's efforts have largely been met with support from Alabamians. Are we shocked by that?
Nope.
No, I think most Alabamians are down with that. But AL.com's Kyle Whitmire,
I see,
who recently moved to Washington, D.C. to be a Washington watchdog columnist for the outlet.
Good for him.
What?
Good for him.
No, good for him, sure. It's like I don't.
What's that? Good for him.
Yeah, good for Whitmire. But no, I'm going. What is that? Like maybe I should go talk to 1819. Like quit the radio gig. Let me be a Washington watchdog columnist.
No. You need to be a Jamaica watchdog columnist. There's going to be a lot.
Jamaican
I'm telling you right now,
columnist?
there's a lot of relief funds coming in. They need somebody like you.
I'm
there,
thinking
Joey.
like a Wyoming watchdog columnist, like just in the middle
You
of
ain't do
nowhere.
nothing. That's cool
Right,
too. Yeah, I mean,
right. Oh no, just Wetumpka watchdog columnist. Like I'll just live on
Joey,
some
there's
land
a
in
little bit more
Wetumpka.
under the Wetumpka stuff that you probably want to talk about.
Well, is it like the advertiser building, old building?
Well,
like, there are a lot of
let's
waste
just
under
say
there?
we do have a casino in our town.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. By the way, without going into the details, see what Larry Stevens was writing about the other day on Facebook?
No, I
Talking
didn't.
about just the trouble with like the way folks are driving on the road, not paying attention. Like it was some dude with flashers who was going like a bat out of hell, thinking, "Oh, it's an emergency." The guy turns into the Wetumpka Indian Casino, into the parking garage. So some emergency.
Well, he might have that lucky streak, and you feel like it's running through you, and it's running out. So you had to hurry up and get there where you got still some of that lucky streak in you.
You know, somebody's going to get to that machine.
That's right. That's very specific. Yeah.
But this story here I'm reading from is written up by Austin Shipley, who's covering more of North Alabama. Met him at the Christmas party we recently
good
had.
deal.
Good dude. Met him and his wife. They seem great. Like, seriously, if they were living in Montgomery, I'd be like, let's hang out. Really like that guy. But he goes on. And so Whitmire of AL.com has now gone to D.C. to be a Washington watchdog columnist for the outlet. But he's clearly not part of that demographic that likes what Tuberville's been saying about radical Islam. In an ex-post entitled, Tommy Tuberville Says Things George Wallace Wouldn't Have, there's no code language here. Whitmire effectively labeled Tuberville a racist for speaking out against the establishment of a private Islamic academy in Hoover. Tuberville responded to Whitmire's post a short time later, calling the proposed academy an Islamist indoctrination center. Predictably, AL.com is calling me a racist for not wanting an Islamist indoctrination center built in Alabama, Tuberville wrote. Islamists want every single American dead. Dead is in all caps. How many more Americans have to be slaughtered by Islamist terrorists before the MSM, mainstream media, will wake up? In October, Tuberville introduced the No Sharia Act, which would prohibit the application of Sharia law in the United States, where it would violate constitutional rights. Sound principle to me, like the Constitution should reign supreme.
Yes.
And in fact, like if you're trying to be apply to be a religion, I think there are certain things like you're just still not allowed to do. Like your religious freedom, like you can't do
can't do sacrifices.
Human sacrifice. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Can't even do animal. I don't think you do animal either.
I don't think you can do animal sacrifice.
Or polygamy.
Well, you might be able to get away with.
Oh, I think you're right. That's a big.
Yes. Well, yes, polygamy is illegal.
That's a big thing that I've kind of recently discovered is the fact that some religions that we have over here, some people like Somalians, you can have like 6 wives. Well, if
Legally, you have one.
legally you have one, but if the other 5 are working and getting some type of state assistance because their father is not in their life anymore, what a ripoff!
Yeah.
What a ripoff!
Indeed, that is a ripoff. But, you know, I think Tuberville is right to be suspicious.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down. Bring it on, baby.
And we're at the point of, with the left and the right, everybody's like heard the thing that has said about the other side and vice versa. And it's like, oh, okay. That's what you think, huh?
And one thing I've learned, especially out of the Charlie Kirk thing, is no matter how reasonable you are, you're still, if you're on the wrong side, the worst person in the world, especially if you're effective and you rise to a certain prominence. Now, I kind of pride myself on, at the end of the day, I have practical hopes of like this policy will be seen through and that policy will be seen through. And the day, like I am not outcome determinant. Like I don't care at the end of the day, and that gives you some freedom. No, I think there's a lot of folks hooked on the outcome, and there's nothing wrong with that. You need those folks to make the world go around.
Okay.
But a few of us need to be able to sit and on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
When we have our opinions, but we're not caught up in the race, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
Like when you're on the team, like say you're working for a congressman or a senator, you can't say things because you're on the team.
True.
You're too close.
Military.
Yeah.
Military, you can't say things.
It's just the nature of the game.
Yep.
So yeah. And if you're not even on the team explicitly, but you're like a media booster. And again, how many folks are like that out there? There's so many. Like, and again, that's fine. And you can build a great career on that. But I wish more and more Americans would listen to, let's say, fools who, not foolish in the dumb sense, but foolish in the sense of like, yeah, we live, we die, and is this the most important thing? We can't take it with us, so to speak. Are we focusing on the right things? And having that little bit of freedom, you can then look at the wide world and be like, yeah. I mean, I think cynic George Carlin put it really well. Is like when you're born in America, you get a ticket to the freak show, and often you get a ticket to the front row, and some people choose to document that, not caring exactly this or that. Like you have your perspective, but you get to document and just lay out the drama that we're all living through. And that's how I think I'm going to keep on trucking through this. But I think Tuberville has a hammering home a good point, in particular that no Sharia Act. Yes, you cannot engage in behavior that violates individual human rights as upheld in the Constitution of the United States of America, which is the supreme law of the land. Don't do that. And local bodies, zoning bodies, have every right to deny an application.
Yes.
Especially when that property was zoned and meant for a whole technology park.
The progressives that seem to be advocating for them to have the right to Sharia law are the same people that would not benefit from Sharia law. Like if you were gay or transgender or whatever. I mean, yeah, they don't put up with any of that.
No.
Women, the women. You don't have a voice. You don't get to have anything seen but your eyeballs.
This is why we covered the Bonnie Blue story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't do that nonsense in Indonesia. Don't you be doing it.
I don't know. What's wrong with a little bit of modesty now and again, Madeline?
Well, you know, a little wrist and ankle never killed anybody.
You ain't kidding, because that ankle is hot.
But the top trending story at 1819 News is written up by April Marie Fogle. 2 Homewood BLM protesters indicted on federal terrorism charges. And I guess this is a woman.
Yeah.
I zoomed in to show you the photo. You all ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
They all look the same. I'm telling you.
Is that a uniform?
You mean demon possessed?
They got that look.
They all have the bull nose ring and the blue hair. That she don't have any hair though.
The dead eyes. Look at that. Look at the look.
But you know, when you get charged for like terrorism, like you kind of, if you end up in federal prison.
Yeah.
And they're like, what did you do? Like, did you
cheated on my taxes?
Well, that's not terrorism.
You don't tell them. Okay, if I'm in jail.
Yeah.
I don't tell them I'm here because of that. I got to come up with something better.
No, like I'd imagine there's different levels to this terrorism thing. Like, did you go park a truck full of explosives in the basement of the World Trade Center?
Or did you just light a flaming bag?
Did you fly a plane into the buildings? Did you rent a truck and run over people and stuff? Tuberville's recently been pointing out. No, these 2 in Homewood.
Oh, they're from Homewood.
Yeah. They were indicted. The federal grand jury has indicted 2 Black Lives Matter protesters on terrorism charges for starting a fire inside a Homewood Walmart.
Which Walmart?
They have more than one?
Does it say where
Homewood
it is?
Walmart. Geez, I don't know.
On Lakeshore?
Yes. More than likely Lakeshore Drive.
Oh, okay.
Were you there that day?
All right. No, let me just tell you. I'm sorry.
She did look excited. All right.
I had to look at the document.
It's Walmart. I'm telling you, y'all, it's like the Homewood equivalent to like the Ann Street Walmart.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Okay. And the way
Murder
I know
Mart.
is I went to Sanford for law school. I lived just down from this Walmart, and I didn't know. Nobody told me. You know, you're the new girl in town. You think it's fine.
Yeah, somebody would tell you don't be hanging out there.
Yeah, I went one time to this Walmart. And I'm telling you, there were probably terrorists in that Walmart that day.
Well, all right.
Well, apparently the arson they started, the fire they started, the arson caused over $130,000 in damage.
Well, there you go.
Hard to do.
So
in
it must have ripped for a second. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Not to be funny, but they had one Atlanta Highway they tried to burn down too not too long ago.
yeah, it occurred at the Walmart Supercenter located on Lakeshore Parkway in Homewood on August 25th after the two gathered with protesters at a BLM rally. The FBI investigated the case along with Homewood Police Department and the Irondale Police Department, as we needed both. Assistant U.S. Attorney W. Lee Gilmer is prosecuting the case. You'll get on it, Gilmer. The FBI press release notes, quote, an indictment contains only charges. Defendants are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty.
Well, if you got them on the video and, you know, Walmart's 24/7 surveillance, chances are they got them on the video lighting the fire.
And it looks like what they did is they
away.
put a lot of Kingston, what is that? What's the charcoal brick?
Kingford,
yeah, like a bunch of that in a cart. And then threw a bunch of other stuff on there.
What
and
morons.
Right.
I mean, did they see this going any other way? You know? Oh, you really showed them. Now you're going to jail.
I always do stupid stuff like that, but not quite that dumb.
See, Coach, it was a white person committing terrorism.
No,
Yeah,
they
a
had
bunch
black people do it in Atlanta Highway. I just don't think they charge them with
I know Coach's
terrorism.
response to that. I hate Satanists just as much as Islamists. He probably does. No, seriously. Like, I asked him how he was doing in D.C. because a bunch of Satanists up here.
There's no doubt.
Like, all right. Okay, I guess certain things are in. Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
Now, George, don't be put me on hold like this, little more young man. Now, don't make me come over there now. Here.
Don't be talking to me that way. It's my show.
Mm-hmm. No.
Well, you are your old time on my show.
I owe you one anyhow. You know that. Now. So anyway, sir, Joey, I thought about something a while ago.
Okay.
How you doing, fellas? Eddie, how you doing?
Wonderful. Good to hear from you, Duke. Love hearing from you.
Say hi to Madeline.
How you
too.
doing, young lady? What a young lady in the house there. Holla, young lady, for me. Holla.
Holla, 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 holla.
Hello.
Okay. Joey, it's at the end of the year here, Joey. Okay.
Yes, it is.
He done piled up all that money, you know, and you hadn't been dating all the girls like, you know, this summer and everything. You got that money piled up.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm staying away from women. Staying away from women, saving my money.
We need, so we need a favor out of you.
No.
Eddie may agree with me on this one, and the young lady. You mentioned something about the lottery earlier, right?
Yes. 950 million right now, I think is where it's at.
And I'm quite sure Greg can get you a hookup one of those vans over there, those Mercedes vans.
Yeah, sure.
And take a bunch of us after you get off from work today to the state line. You know, you have your choice. You got the Georgia state line, the Tennessee, and Florida. You know, all the surrounding states.
That could possibly not go well. That could.
And no, he bounced.
I can see the headlines now. DJ takes listeners and drops them off at the Georgia border. I don't know.
No,
Duke,
he ain't dropping us off. Nope, he's going to take us over there and buy us a bunch of tickets.
Oh, well, yeah, I could definitely see that not happening.
With my money?
Yeah, he has T-Rex arms.
You know, man, that'd be a tax write-off for you, man. You made all this money.
Yeah, dude, it's a tax write-off.
No, it's not a tax write-off to
Lunch
take people to go
and
buy
learn.
lottery tickets.
It's a write-off.
Yeah,
man.
no, I'm a writer. I had to live the experience.
Exactly.
I'm working on a novella, even though it's a dead art form.
mean,
That's going to be filed under meals and entertainment on that Schedule
Exactly,
C.
yes. No problem.
You know, Ed, don't you think that's a good idea, young
I
lady?
think it's a wonderful idea, Joey. And we do have a couple of vans out there, and I'm sure they're gassed up, ready to go.
Now, do you think I've been doing so well this year?
You
How many times have you suggested things to me over this last year?
Ooh, I would say he's given out at least 15 or more good suggestions for you.
And have I listened to any of them?
Not one.
And I'm doing very well this year.
Well, but you could do better.
You know, if we win the money, Joey, we'll look out for you. Now, if we win.
Right.
Okay, so if you buy us at least, $20 tickets a piece, whatever.
Well, Duke, I might do something for you. If you got the land for it, and I think you do, I might buy you some ducks.
Ooh, you got duck eggs. Mhm.
Do it. Yeah.
He's been always wanting some duck eggs now.
What time can we leave today?
To go get some ducks.
He's got some in Georgia. He wants to go get.
We're going to the state line. So what time can we leave, man? I'm serious about this thing now. I gave some thought before I called.
Actually, no, I'm going to do a thing. Go see Szymanski at his like Miracle Market pop-up thing.
Good
this
deal.
Afternoon. He asked me to do that, and I'm going.
Well, we can rearrange the date, set a date for the.
Well, you could like let me think about it and call again tomorrow and ask.
There you go.
Me, I ain't in the mood for talking politics today. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I don't think anybody is.
nobody
I think
is.
I've noticed.
Okay.
Already.
So I heard enough lies, last my lifetime, the rest of the year. So take us, Joey, please take us to the state line, please.
Wouldn't it be a great headline though? Radio listeners. One.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
950 mil.
We get Fox
No,
News.
Joey ran out of
he's
town
going to
with a
bring
ticket.
Moo Moo, and it's going to be a Chuck Berry story. I ain't doing that.
That would be good.
We get Fox News out there to record this story.
No, Joey don't like Fox News. They don't ever use his name.
Don't like Fox anymore.
No.
It depends on what reporter's there.
Yeah. If they're doing a story
Well,
about
you get
Joey,
your
they'd
favorite
love to
buddy,
not use his
Sean
name.
Hannity or
Oh
somebody,
God,
get Sean.
Hannity. Sean Hannity's
John,
meet me at the
yeah.
Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
Buy some
I don't
lotto
think that's
tickets.
going to happen.
and found one of those Trump cats they be showing on TikTok with the teeth hanging out their head, snagging teeth cat with the red hat on. Put one of them in the video too with us.
They always have to do that, by the way. Like if you do a story in Alabama, let's find the biggest hayseed we can.
Yeah, that started back with tornadoes and trailer parks.
And honestly, he's not even a hayseed. Bob has a PhD. Like, he's just putting that on. Anyway.
But he got an accent. Let's be a redneck.
It's like, come on, ladies, put your bras and your teeth in.
That's it.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
By golly now.
Take them off the shoulders, put them up.
Take it easy, dude.
All right, y'all. Be good.
See you, brother.
Good call. 272-9228.
How many times have you had to use that phrase?
What phrase? Bras and teeth?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it just came so natural. It's like it's something you have to say often.
No.
I don't know if that's how you motivate the office to get them working.
Come on, ladies, we're going to sell some mortgages, bras and teeth. Bras and teeth.
Hey, this part of the program?
Yeah.
Brought to you by Pest Pro Services. Y'all know those folks.
I know them very well. In fact, Joey, let's not forget, if we haven't, to tell folks about the Blue Santa Drive that they're doing at Pest Pro.
Yes, please tell them.
So you have, this is the opportunity this time of year. They do the Blue Santa Drive, which is great, where you can bring an unwrapped toy and they will give it to an organization that gives it to underprivileged children. This is great. They do it every year. I love the fact that Ashley's doing it. I think Hannah and I are going to go over there today or tomorrow and drop off a toy. It's a great thing to do. So even if you're looking for something to do in this season, you want to make sure somebody out there gets some type of joy. That's the easiest way to do it.
Just drop off an unwrapped toy at Pest Pro Services.
That's exactly
And they're
right.
on Main Street in Millbrook. There?
Yeah, and if Ashley is there, she'll take a picture with you.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
And of course, they have amazing pest control services.
Oh, they got some of the best out there.
And they're right now focusing, they can do basic pest control any time of the year. And you should signed up for the full package. Termite protection and inspection, mosquito protection when the time is right. Now it's cooled off, so the mosquito, you're not dealing with them as much.
Not quite as much.
But what you're going to deal with in the winter as it gets cooler is that wildlife getting inside your place.
Yeps.
It's
You got
happening.
Something? I've got a rental property right now that, we've got a raccoon that comes in. We've got to
tag on.
Yeah.
Well, get Pest Pro on it.
Well, I was going to get Zach to do it, but Zach has taught me a few lessons.
Okay, you're going to
So
try
I'm going
yourself?
to try it myself with a video camera, try to make some content. If not,
I think you should just call
Zach
Pest
immediately.
Pro first. I really do. Especially
I
if it's a
might call
raccoon.
Zach just to hold the camera. That's probably a good idea in case it does go wrong. I
Not
have a
only going to
professional
try
there.
to get the raccoon out, they'll actually seal off the property so they can't get back in. And it's not just raccoons, but
genius.
squirrels or mice and rats
Possums,
and possums and all sorts of birds.
Neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah. They can get that out of there, seal it off, and they'll do a check around the property.
Squatters.
Yeah, oh, good God. To make sure, maybe you're attracting those critters in a way
Yeah.
that you don't even know.
Exactly right.
So get in touch with Pest Pro Services today. And of course, don't forget about the Blue Santa Drive there. Bring an unwrapped toy by to Pest Pro Services there at Main Street in Millbrook. You can always learn more at ppsriverregion.com, or if you want to learn more about their great services and the toy drive they're doing, you can always go to Pest Pro Services on Facebook, or just call them direct at 265-9990. That's 265-9990. When you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro Services Be sure to tell them that Joey and Eddie and Madeline, those folks on the radio, sent you.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Are you getting ready to put your home up for sale? Remember the 6 Ps. Prepare your home by deep cleaning, painting where needed, yard work, decluttering the inside. Present your home to the market through the experienced realtor who knows how to market the home and get it sold. Price the home at fair market value of what the home should bring in today's market. Your realtor can guide you in pricing the home to sell, not sit. Pay for part of the closing cost and provide a 1-year warranty. Buyers today don't have the down payment and all the cost of buying a home without some help. Prepare to look at offers from the marketplace and accept the best offer for your needs. And 6, place your trust in experienced professionals, including your realtor, closing attorney, and mortgage company. For all the details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883. And remember, we are now hiring agents, both new and experienced. Call me today for an interview. Bo Goodson, 221-2883.
This season, Guardian Credit Union is here to make your holidays merry, bright, and financially right. Whether you're shopping for the perfect gift or planning a cozy getaway, we've got you covered. With holiday loans, checking solutions, and fraud protection tools, you can spend with confidence. And Guardian's mobile app makes it easy to keep track of your holiday budget. Stop by one of our branches and let us be your holiday helper. From all of us at Guardian, happy holidays. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
This is your roving reporter. Today I'm talking with a prospector.
That's right, man. I'm prospecting for gold. You dig?
No, but it looks like you do.
And you know the first thing I'm going to do when I strike it rich?
What's that?
I'm going to hire David Ernest to be my money man.
You mean everyone's favorite asset preservationist?
That is correct, man. I'm going to call him up at 833-596-7233. 833-596-SAFE.
You know, I've heard a lot of the good things about David Ernest.
You know, he's the best money man around with over 40 years of experience.
Experience is necessary, especially when you're digging for gold.
That's right, man.
And I can see that you don't have very much experience.
What do you mean, man?
Well, you have the little plastic bucket and shovel like a kid would take to the beach.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to start out small and then kind of pace myself up until I strike it rich.
Well, maybe you should call David Ernest first.
You think he's got a shovel?
Never know till you ask.
I dig, man.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com. This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number 1 in the number 2 business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
I'm Jim Smith with Adams Drugs. At Adams Drugs, we offer a wide variety of services, including delivery, compounding, wellness clinics, and immunizations. Now is the time to visit any Adams Drugs location and get your flu shot. Getting an annual flu shot can help prevent you from getting the flu, reduce the severity of symptoms if you get the flu, and prevent serious complications such as hospitalization and death. Getting your flu shot at Adams Drugs protects you from getting sick, but it also makes sure that those around you, especially those at high risk, remain safe. Each year, up to 49 million people in the U.S. contract the flu. Depending on the flu virus's severity, deaths as a result of flu complications could skyrocket to 79,000 people nationwide. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net for a location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I
I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is #1 in the #2 business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Still a quiet forecast for the next couple of days. Tonight will be a little chilly again. Overnight low temperature down to about 35 with mostly clear skies. Lots of sunshine on Wednesday and Thursday, and I think we will be in the lower 60s both days. That is certainly better. Looks like we may sample some colder air again by Friday night into Saturday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Eddie Vader, Madeline Cannon, here in the studio with me. Dear Abby, I'm a twice divorced woman who has no children. I was raised by two deeply religious parents, now deceased, who attended church every Sunday and took me along. I regularly attended church until 15 years ago. At that time, my dad was dying, and I was dating a man I often had brunch and spent time with on Sundays. That man and I broke up 2.5 years ago. I've recently started thinking I should start back to church. I went once about 6 weeks ago, but haven't returned. I keep finding excuses not to go, such as I can't get up early enough on Sunday morning, or I like spending time at home with my cats, or I'm too tired after working all week, etc. I keep wondering how much of my guilt over not going is because of how I was raised, or if it's just that I think I should go. It is a sin not to go to church? Is it a sin not to go to church? I've never stopped believing in God. I pray and read the Bible occasionally, and I read a daily devotion every morning. This has me so confused. Please advise. Out of church in Tennessee. Before I go to Abby's response, I mean, what would you say to the woman?
Well, to be very honest, sounds like a little bit like myself. I don't go to church on a weekly basis or on a regular basis, but I have what I consider to be a very great relationship with God.
I wouldn't question her sincerity of belief.
Mm-hmm.
I would say she sounds lonely. Like you've got a lot going on in life. She sounds really lonely, and I'd imagine maybe if she didn't like that church she went to 6 weeks ago, go find a place where you can just meet some people in a wholesome spot. And watch out, some of those pastors. I don't know about.
Well, yeah,
you know,
I think that's part of. Finding a church that fits you. That's just kind of the adult journey, I thought, and not. I mean, with me, I never really found one. Just for whatever reason, I just never found one. But I still take my religious beliefs. I hold them to me very personally. I don't put them out there at all. But
I didn't bring this up to put you on the spot. It's just the latest Dear Abby that's out today.
Well, it kind of rang home with me.
Okay. What would be the advice to the lady, though? She seems like she, had a guy. They go to brunch. They go to church. It's been Sunday together. That's broken off. I was raised very religious.
Go back to church. You can find.
It sounds like she's answering her own question in the question itself. But Abby responded, "Dear Out, people attend religious services for various reasons. Some do it because it's how they're brought up or because they enjoy the sense of community in the sermon. Others do it because they want to be seen.
There
Some,
you go.
Yeah, that's true. Some churches, did you see that dress she was wearing?
No, something that, and I know
Could she
churches
just,
are full of
for a
sinners,
second,
and that's,
hide those things?
that's the way it should be. But I'm just such a, I can't stand hypocrisy.
Sure, yeah.
And so if I go to, and it's just me, but when I've gone to churches and I'll see people with their realtor badge on, or people with,
Oh, really?
and I
Yeah,
just,
that's
it's just, and there's a big church in Anchorage, Alaska, and I really appreciate my mom trying to take me there, and we went there. So the preacher, this was before cell phones, but in the pulpit there were phones, and whenever the preacher would not be talking, he would be on a phone. That bothered the mess out of me. Now, it was a big mega church; they had their TV and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But again, I remember sitting there thinking as 14, 15-year-old going, this is my problem. I can't see the joy. All I can see is what is so big in your life that you got to be on the phone.
Well, to
right
be
now?
clear, I'm not sitting over here judging in the sense like I hadn't gone back to church. Like even with my, let's say, renewed belief.
Yeah.
Like I've been more studying and praying a lot more in my own time. But I know, especially being raised Catholic, it's being Catholic, you need to go. And especially with the Eucharist. It's a very Catholic thing. But I've almost noticed, to your point, you brought up an interesting point. There are a lot of younger Catholics. Usually they're upper middle class white folks, whatever. But a lot of younger Catholics going back to what they call the traditional Latin Mass, which was codified in the year 600, like Pope Gregory. So this would be like the same exact Mass that a lot of the saints you read about and great theologians like Thomas Aquinas would have been at this exact Mass. And the tradition was developed over 600 years of the early church. And so some of it goes back to the apostolic age, some of the rituals that go on in that traditional Latin Mass.
Why do you think?
And they
they've
fell
come back
away
to
from,
that,
they got away from it after Vatican II because they realized we're not reaching out to modern man very well.
Okay.
Now, what they came up with, a lot of people go, it doesn't seem to have worked because attendance is still way down. And a lot of people, even Catholics, only about a third of Catholics believe that's the actual body and blood of Christ at actual transubstantiation at the Eucharist. A lot of them think like Protestants do, it's symbolic or something like that. But the reason why I think a lot of young Catholics are going back to that is the point you made, because it's not about you. And it's explicit. It's in a language nobody speaks.
Yeah.
The priests aren't facing you. They're facing the tabernacle. They're facing the altar. There's a lot of rules of how to be devout. Like how many genuflections, how many different, and I've not been to one. I'm just saying from kind of studying and watching and thinking about what I'm going to do next.
Yeah.
But I now am starting to understand the reason why people are doing it, because it seems so removed from the everyday modern world and all the trappings that get brought into all sorts of different churches of the modern world. And it goes, nope, we're going to plop you back down in a ceremony, in a ritual that goes back 1,000 years, if not longer.
Well, that's rooted in reverence.
Yes, exactly. And if you really do believe, as Catholics are supposed to, that that's the real body and blood of Christ, reverence should be the word. And I have to admit, I'm raised Catholic in the 90s. So it's like, it's very much, you take it in the hand and you sip a little wine and it becomes the routine. And I was going to Mass twice a week because of going to Catholic school. We'd go to Mass on Friday mornings and then I would go in on Sundays. And so it becomes kind of rote and routine, but everything's in English and it's very participatory. They're facing you, they're praying towards you. And there is something about and it's not about being seen. It's about following that reverent structure. And I think that's why that's on the rise. Now, Pope Benedict said, go ahead and start doing this again if you want to. If a priest wants to do this, y'all can do it all day, every day. Pope Francis then banned it essentially. Said you can't do that, which is annoying, but people are still doing it anyway.
Why would you ban it though?
Yeah, because they're trying to get away from that. They're trying to be a new modern Catholic church. So, and this is a very Catholic thing, but it made me think of that from what you're saying, that a lot of folks will drag in just the modern trappings, including promoting their business and money changing ain't the coolest thing inside the church.
I've seen it. And I know that's not an everyday thing, but You go looking for it, you'll see it.
Well, I didn't grow up Catholic. I'm Protestant. But the dear Abby, when she says, I don't know if it's because of my upbringing or some other reason, I just happen to believe that the Holy Spirit is real. And I think that he can call on you or lead your heart.
Oh, yes. 1,000%.
To something that's missing. And maybe that's the draw back to the church.
Amen.
Yeah.
No, and if the recent was the first week of Advent, it was about the gifts of the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there are many that you can find in everyday life. Those gifts show up everywhere, but yeah, it should pull you to the Spirit, though. Some of my pre-Vatican II friends, like we refer to as the Holy Ghost, not the Spirit, right? Anyway, I have started to think, man, all the denominational disagreements, and even within Catholicism, all the disagreements, I'm like, man, you still get the very all too human aspect of all this. But Abby essentially says you shouldn't force yourself to attend. You should go if you really believe and you feel pulled, to your point, Madeline. So I didn't expect that Dear Abby to be that deep. It's usually something about in-laws, like smelly feet. But yeah, interesting stuff. 272-9228. Let's go to line 1. You're on there. Who's this?
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
You're on there. Who's this?
Well, this is me, Joey.
Hey, what's up?
Question for you. If you don't follow those rules pretty tight, what's the consequence?
The rules made by the magisterium and like the humans that run the Catholic Church?
Yeah.
Those rules are put in place to help you continue that grace, but ultimately it is the grace of God that is your salvation, no matter what you do.
So they're gonna let God punish you.
Yeah, it's up to God.
So I don't have to follow the rules then. Because if I follow God, Chris said he was made the Word. If the Word was made flesh.
Sure.
So if I read the Word, I haven't read those rules.
Well, then you can't be. Then you wouldn't be in the Catholic tradition,
right?
It's kind of a buy-in thing.
There you go.
It's in the extra books that y'all have, right?
Sure.
The ones that were added, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, but I would look up like Wes Huff, who's a Protestant apologist. He says actually that canon, the Protestant versus Catholic canon, that had actually been before the Reformation, kind of a question as well. Like there's traditions for both.
But now you study out of King James, correct?
No.
New King James?
No, I've been using the latest Catholic Study Bible that came out, the Ignatius Catholic Study Bible that came out at the end of 2024. Took them about 20 years to put together. Put together by a guy named Scott Hahn, who used to be a Calvinist pastor before he became a Roman Catholic.
Have you tried the King James, the old King James?
I listen to the King James on audiobook in the morning sometimes.
And do the two reconcile each other?
Actually, yeah, this particular translation in this new Catholic Study Bible hews more to the traditional King James language often than say something like NIV.
The NIV changes some words.
Oh yeah,
they change. It's a big difference. I'm not a NIV fan. Tend to stay with Schofield. But my biggest worry is figuring out is they're going to be wireless in heaven. I hadn't read it yet,
Oh, if heaven's heaven, I don't think any of our earthly concerns matter, man.
There you go.
If I got to have a password to get in, I'm in trouble. I can't never keep up with them. So that's my biggest worries right now. Because if there's a password to get in, maybe Jesus got a website we can log into.
QR code.
Yeah, no, it's not, what do they call it, Pelagianism. You can't work your way into heaven. You can't earn your way into heaven. There is but I would say there's a lot of injunctions in the New Testament from Jesus himself and from like reading the letters of Paul of actions you should take if you're being a good Christian within the church you're developing and participating in the community you're participating with. And I would say it's not just what you believe and say you believe, it's what you love at the end of the day that I think makes the truest difference.
Well, there's a difference between works and fruits.
Yes.
You got to produce fruit.
Yep.
You got to be productive.
Yep.
And we all fall way short of that every
Amen.
day. That's the 10 Commandments are worse to show you that you can't get there.
I mean,
no way.
I do it on the air all the time. I fall short. Ugh.
Absolutely. And Eddie, he better get into church or the dadgum heathens real quick.
I was just in church Sunday. Thank you very much.
If it's one of those mega churches, you're wasting your time.
No, it was Prattmont Baptist, I believe. My grandkids were in a little church thing, so we got to go see it. Oh,
Very
it was
good.
Great.
Very good.
Almost brought tears to my eyes.
That's the biggest thing I see. Back in the day, and I'm an older fella, so, we wore our wingtip shoes and matching vest and round necktie, the best we had. And they don't do that nowadays. They be showing up in golf shirts and shorts and flip-flops. And that dadgum preacher was wearing a Under Armour the other day on a Sunday morning. I thought, man, I am in the wrong spot. If that is the new way, the new church, hey, it just don't make them like they used to. None of the above, right?
That's
it. I hear you loud and clear. And, it is a struggle. And as I'm reading through in particular Paul's epistles, like there's a lot he says where it's like, sexual immorality, all these other things. I'm like, don't be suing each other all the time, making accusations all the time. But I think it's in Ephesians at one point, the way the translation I'm reading says, no silly talk. And I'm like, oh, come on. No silly talk. I was genuinely frustrated at the moment reading that. I'm like, well, I need to pray about that more.
Well, you know that when Jesus comes, men are going to go to heaven about 15 minutes before women.
Oh, is that right?
Why is that?
You hadn't read it in the book of Revelation. It says that when the seventh seal was opened, there was silence in heaven for a matter of time. So that's true. We ain't going to get there way ahead of it.
I love your calls, man.
Please notice the only person who was silent in that joke was me.
Probably didn't get it.
Appreciate the call, dude.
See you, man.
272-9228. Hey, this part of the program, again, brought to you by Josh and Leslie Ryder there at Dillon Rings. And at Dillon Rings, they're ready to help you get that Christmas shopping done. You should do it this week.
Yes.
Don't wait to the last second.
You said there were some things up to 70% off. Is that right?
15 to 70%
Wow.
off. And of course, high-end items. And some of these high-end items, even when you get 15% off, you're saving $1,000.
At least, yeah.
Right. I mean, stuff that is truly unique, custom-made stuff designed by Josh. Really incredible. And then they have stuff that's like $100, $150, $200. It looks amazing. Like, I think it's a smoked diamond ring they have showcased on their story right now. Or it could be, it doesn't have to be a big surprise on Christmas Day. Maybe your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, lady in your life always wears a certain piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like you always wear it. Like, what if you'd be like, hey, Mom, what if that could like look brand new? Would you like that?
Thinking.
They can do a spa treatment, for instance. So just get by there, see all the options they have, especially with these amazing Christmas season deals and discounts they have going on there at Dillon Rings. Just get by 119 Brown Springs Road, right here in Montgomery, just off of Atlanta Highway. And be sure to tell them that Joey and Madeline and Eddie, those folks on the radio, sent you. And man, you asked me, Madeline, to do something fun. So I just pulled up the latest Dear Abby and didn't read it until I read it live and was like, oh, now we're going to church. Okay.
Let's go. It's the time of year.
It was fun enough. We'll be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your local Roto-Rooter. The Tears family extends best wishes to all those in the river region this holiday season. Don't let plumbing issues turn your celebrations into a lump of coal. Roto-Rooter is a phone call or a click away for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 272-7130 or online at rotorooteralabama.com. And remember,
call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter, Roto-Rooter.
This is Lyle from Marguerite's here to let you know about our $99 Christmas special. Yes, it's 14 karat white or yellow gold. Yes, it's high quality diamonds. This year, it's a half carat diamond, total weight, stud earrings, lab grown diamonds. Absolutely gorgeous for $99. They cost me more, but who cares? I want the business. I want you to be a customer Marguerite's. Half carat, lab grown Diamond stud earrings, $99. You take that, Mr. Walmart, and whoever else is out there.
Hey, this is Troop with Fairland Jewelers. I've been advertising at Blue Water for going on 3 years now. Since starting advertising at Blue Water, we have seen our business grow exponentially. And if you would like to see your business grow, I suggest advertising at Blue Water Broadcasting.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Let's go right to the phones and talk to Ray Bowles from Prattville Carpet. Hey, Ray, how you doing?
Well, it's been a nice quiet day in here. It drives me insane. I don't like quiet. I don't do good with quiet.
Madeline don't like quiet.
No, if you're going to be at work, you want to be busy.
One of it just drags on. Please call 285-8117, even if it's a fake appointment, and get me out of here.
Especially with all those men over there. That's when you get into silly business. Like, you just got all that white time on your hands.
Hang on a second. Dad, I'm on the phone with doing our talk radio ad. We're paying good money for this. Oh, right. Every time he comes on the phone, he starts talking. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? Now I don't even know what I was talking about. Just ruined the whole ad. Hey, call us, 285-8117. I know we're close to Christmas. The only thing we're not going to do is move a Christmas tree. Besides that, we will move your furniture. We'll take up the whole off all the old flooring and get a brand new floor for all the guests come over and make your wife extremely happy. How about that?
It's just that simple, folks. As a phone call, 285-8117. When you call them up at 285-8117, be like, y'all got too much time on your hands. Come help me lay down some flooring.
Yeah, if it gets any slower than this, I'm going to call Angie and say, I'll go help you Christmas shopping. That's awful.
Oh, my.
So you
must be going.
She knows how I act when I go to Walmart.
Cabin
That's a whole other story. I'll have to tell you the time that she ran over my little Debbie's because I acted a fool in Walmart.
Yes, let's save that one in the chamber. I want to hear about it.
It's a great story. We'll save that one for another day. Guys, y'all have a great day.
Thanks, Ray. Again, that's 285-8117 for Prattville Carpet. Be sure to tell them you heard Ray Bowles on the radio with that Joey fella. Let's go to line 2. You're on there. Who's this?
Hey, Joey, it's Papa John.
Hey, Papa John. How you doing?
I just want to check in and tell you, Bad Nana and I were out doing some Christmas shopping. Decided to take a little lunch break, so we went to Seafood Bistro. I'm going to tell you, the lunch deal they got down there is unbeatable, period. The food is always great. The service is courteous and it's quick, so you're not having to spend an hour there unless you decide to choose to. But we lived on the coast for 20 years, and I'm telling you, the seafood area is as good as any as I've had down, even on the coast.
Yeah, Paul and his lovely wife, they do an amazing job over there. The place is awesome.
Yeah, and they are so nice. They are such great people and so courteous, and the service is great in the whole 9 yards. Anyway, I just thought I'd check in and let you know a trip well deserved and well received if you go down there and eat lunch, because it is just, you can't beat the deal. You really can't beat the deal. Price is right, the food is great.
Well, I agree, and great hearing from you, Papa John. Thanks for sharing that.
All right, bud. Talk to you later.
So what did we learn today? Eddie stepped out right as the show's ending. He's not even here for the big finale. I don't know what that is about, because we got into too much church talk.
I guess that's what it was.
Might be. But we learned about church stuff. We learned about demonic stuff, like the BLM terrorists that set a fire in Homewood. Well, they're alleged terrorists. Alleged terrorism charges. Grand jury indictment just happened. They set a fire in, what was the Homewood Lakeshore Drive? Walmart, yeah. I learned about Bonnie Blue being arrested in
we
Indonesia.
have covered the gamut.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, this is what you got to do. This is a fallen world we live in. And if you want to cover the news, like, get ready because, and I think I got the most of the stuff. I didn't get into a lot of the geopolitical stuff, detail on it, like the Nvidia chips, Trump's gives them the green light to sell to China as long as the U.S. gets a 25% cut of everything Nvidia sells to China. Or
well, you got to save something for tomorrow.
The ongoing peace talks, and ZELENSKY doesn't want to give up any land, even though they already took all that land. Yeah, Eddie, you learn anything today?
Yeah, I sure did. I learned that when Madeline comes in the studio, it's a much greater place to be right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like the
thanks,
intelligence
friend.
level went up. The beauty level went up.
Definitely.
Thousands.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Thousands.
Thanks, guys.
And plus, I enjoy, it's Madeline's, I get to talk to her on the phone a lot, but I don't get to see her much. So this, I hate saying it, this is our fun time. We get to hang out.
That's true.
I hate Joey's here, but we still get to have a good time. Well, we need somebody to hit the buttons.
Been saying I've been feeling more and more like a third wheel each day.
Hey, be careful out in the parking lot.
Okay, thank you for the roof tax.
Those are nowhere
that
near
was
my
the
tires.
5 minutes that I spent in your parking lot just
Good
now.
God, man. Good
So,
God. Well, but you walk around when you talk on the phone.
Yeah, dude.
Stepping
I'm one of
on
them
tax.
pacers. I got it.
I am too.
Yeah, we learned a lot today.
I learned a lot. I didn't. I do, Madeline. I love it when you come in.
Well, thank you. I enjoy being here.
I don't like all the guests that we have, but I really enjoy you. Yes, I said it.
Okay. You did say it.
I said that.
Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, I kind of feel like I've probably said too much already.
Yeah, you might have. Well, give those grandkids a hug for me.
Oh, yeah. Man, I love those kids.
And I think one of the main things I learned today is for all the rabbit holes and online debates and yelling and screaming, which I admit I've looked at and got all worked up looking at it. It's like, it doesn't matter. Take Charlie Kirk's advice and his final thing he ever wrote, that book that is now out about keeping the Sabbath, and turn it off, including us. Turn it off.
Good idea, man.
And be with your family. Pray to God. And ignore Candace Owens in particular, but ignore everybody else too. Anyway, happy hours next. Y'all stay tuned.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump in Pennsylvania today to talk about the economy and what his administration is doing to try and confront the affordability crisis. He'll highlight efforts to curb inflation and raise incomes. Jasmine Crockett is launching a campaign for the U.S. Senate in Texas. The Democrat filed a run against Republican John Cornyn, aiming to flip a seat Democrats haven't won statewide there in more than 3 decades. The Fed has convened its final meeting of the year today, with a decision expected tomorrow afternoon about interest rates. Traders are betting on another rate cut, probably of about 1/4 point in the Fed's effort to support